like these bunch of people are playing D&D. These kids,
Uh-huh.
and like their parents find it out, like Catholic parents, right? And they're like trying to like cure them or something like that, right?
Cure them.
Not cure them, or like basically teach them sense, like what is real and what isn't, right? So they're like, this guy comes, like he compares the Bible and D&D. He's like,
Yeah.
one-headed dragon from Bible real, three-headed dragon from Dungeons and Dragon not real. One-headed
What?
What sense
Why?
does this make?
The real cult of Vecna was the parents we made all along. They're like, we're gonna cure you. Just wait, we're gonna cure you. With a
Damn.
+5 chappal.
Imagine someone runs a D&D one-shot or a campaign with the Bible as a source book.
Absolutely
Oh my
possible.
God.
Absolutely possible.
Dude, D&D took from Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings took a lot from the Bible.
Of course,
so you
of
kind
course. Yeah.
like if
But-
you
Dude, like Old
You see,
Testament.
Lord of the
Old
Rings, in the
Testament
sense,
is like
Silmarillion
full of
is the book of
shit.
Genesis, basically. The starting chapter of Silmarillion is a book of Genesis. And in
Yes.
Silmarillion, you have these pages of like genealogy. Like even in the Bible, you have those. Yes, Jebediah, son of Jedediah, son of, I don't know, Gonadiah, whatever.
if you're doing 6 degrees of separation, it definitely takes from the Bible.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
entire Dungeons and
Fair.
Dragons is the Bible one shot, dude.
Fair.
Lol.
Bible one shot.
Damn it.
Dude,
It's like,
the
it's like
adventures,
people are saying, it's like that meme, right? Where it's like Anakin Skywalker is like, I want my own spin-off, and Ben Kenobi is like, Anakin, the
The entire saga is your spin-off.
Very true.
They're doing a TV series of Andor now, man. Is there any part of it that's gonna be left out?
There's one part that's not on Tatooine, dude. Be great.
Yeah, I swear. I'm bored of fucking Tatooine.
I made a
Then
whole
it's just
video
a
on that,
space
dude.
western.
I made a
But
whole
the
fucking
idea
video
of-
on that.
Isn't Kenobi
Idea
in
of-
Tatooine though? I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
Everything's in Tatooine.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw the first
Boba
episode.
Fett.
It was basically shit, man. It was bad.
It was alright.
first
I saw the third episode because Darth Vader comes.
Obviously.
So. And he
It's not the
first
fight we
one
wanted, though.
Wow.
breaks all the lore and breaks all continuity.
I,
but
I
whatever.
hate that there is something burning right in front of you, and Dark Vader is gonna turn his back.
Yeah, no. He wouldn't have gone in for the kill. He doesn't want to kill him.
He
The
just
Darth,
wants to burn him. He just wants to
Darth
burn him.
has his
Like,
own agenda.
Sure,
From the
you
start,
got
he has his own.
burns. Sure, you got burns and everything. You have 50 people behind you. You can order them to go around and capture that guy, Kenobi.
Yeah,
he's
no,
gonna turn around.
even I found that scene kind of
I
weird. I'm
felt,
like,
I felt Darth
But he's
Vader was
Kenobi.
You
How
know,
can you
he's
order 50
Kenobi.
guys?
character.
He's Kenobi, and Darth has his own agenda. Like even in the episode 5, like he's trying to get Luke over to his side, saying that we will take on the Emperor. So he's a Sith. He's meant to have his own agenda.
okay,
Like,
Every time someone says Emperor, I want to do a Warhammer story, man.
okay,
Please,
going back to
That's-
Stranger Things.
Yes.
Anybody find it weird that Hollywood just cloned a Robert Downey Jr.? Like that guy, dude. Eddie reminds me of Robert Downey Jr. so much, dude.
That's so true. I mean, just the wig. You take away that hair, and that's fucking Downey.
Yeah.
My
Ooh,
takeaway
wait,
from
one?
that show
Hold
is-
on.
He's literally like a young version of Robert Downey
Yeah, yeah.
Say he's Robert Downey Jr.
Jr. Does drugs as well.
Yeah.
Some,
Oh,
Some, not too
wow.
This-
like nothing which can be called drugs, per se.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he's a shrink. Yeah, he's a supplier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone beat is okay.
So that's what, like, you can tell Stranger Things. The one thing that was missing from season 3 was Dungeons and Dragons. It went back to the roots with season 4. Like, connect everything to Dungeons and Dragons is better.
Also, I don't know
I
why,
like parts of
but for some reason, like the way they imagined Vecna and the way they've portrayed this version of Vecna, if it's not Vecna, we all know that, but I can totally imagine this Vecna being like the Vecna in an actual Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah.
The fucking scary Vecna.
It looks
Emo
amazing.
Vecna.
Emo Vecna.
Emo. Serial
I
killer
like
Vecna.
I like when he had the upper hand, he's trying to, throw her left and right instead of at that moment snapping her neck or anything. He's just waving around, oh, like a paper bag in the wind. Why? Just go ahead and do it. I hate how writers they don't make that step. Kill
They
someone
have
if you don't
one
want
thing right. All
someone else.
BBEGs are serial killers, no, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Also, did you see my new studio's Evil West?
Yeah, I saw it.
I have to. I have
So
to.
Looks pretty good,
some
right?
of the combat actions actually felt like I
Would have
was
felt
first time
better
watching.
if you were one of the
official-
game designers, but we'll see that soon
I mean,
anyway.
eventually I might work on Evil West too, so who knows, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, like I'm so excited, like to join this team, this studio, dude. Like,
I
it
would
just,
have loved it. I would have loved even more if this was Wild West, something like that.
yeah.
Evil
Yeah, I
West
mean,
is also.
like just they released 4 games this year. Like one was Shadow Warrior 3, then the Trek to Yomi, then the Space Punks, and then Evil West. Like they went ham this year.
Back to Yomi is getting nice reviews, man.
It was a fun. The combat is floaty, but the
Art style is
game,
very nice.
but the art direction and sound design is
Yeah,
insanely good.
I love the art style, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so I got finally after 4 months of all grind, I got into it. 2, 3. By November, I'll be moving to Poland.
That's what I was
And
gonna ask you. The most important question: are you gonna be the neighbor of who wrote Witcher? Sorry, I'm forgetting his name.
CD
Yeah,
Projekt Red.
they
CD Projekt Red.
Look,
Andres,
CD
Andres.
Projekt Red.
Arey, so you know what? The guy in the studio, one of my people, he was the lead narrative designer. He is an ex CD Projekt Red employee, and I talked to him. He's like, yeah, dude, I wrote some of the quests on The Witcher 3.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Nice.
a lot of ex CD Projekt Red employees here,
All right,
and CD Projekt Red office is right next door.
nice.
Damn.
All right, folks, it's
Are you
9
already in
9 p.m.
Poland?
Huh?
Are you already in
No,
Poland?
he's gonna.
I'm going to. The work permit is being processed, so all of that is going to
Mad,
happen.
dude. Grants, allow me to kill you on voice. Congratulations.
Thanks. We might have to make certain changes because then the time zones are gonna be a bitch because
When are you gonna leave?
is this time will be November, October, November, but Poland will be 3.5 hours behind, right? So if
That's
you guys
not
are
too
doing,
much.
yeah, if that the good thing is it's not too much, but if you're doing 8:30 na, that means it'll be 5 there, which means I'll still be at work. So
So
we'll have to
we might shift 1 or 1.5 hours.
we may have 1.5 hours, or we might have to shift to weekend. We'll see that bridge when it comes there, like in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
for 3 4 months.
It's a couple of months. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
All
gonna be
right, Raze is gonna join us in like a 5-10 minutes. We should start, and yeah, congratulations, man. It's great news.
thanks, man. Like, and the thing is, like,
Wrapping up the ladder.
one of my responsibilities will be creating new characters for the game. So I might take some inspiration
Yeah.
from these thing campaigns.
Yes. Yes. Please.
What's your
We
background? You're a game designer.
I'm a game designer, yes.
yeah.
What
We
does that
want
entail? I mean, what does that entail? Do you have to create the characters, how they look?
So it
What are
depends from
softwares?
game to game. So for this current project, actually be more specialized. It'll be systems design, which is it is kind of like balancing the economy of games, which is all the currencies and everything where you see all the systems and stuff. You just see how the flow things happen to make sure things are balanced, right? The numbers, the damage output, everything, right? So that things are not broken, or if they're broken, like rebalance it. Then there's like just creating new features, content. It goes from characters. I'm not going to be doing the story. That's going to be the narrative designer's part. Not going to do
Okay.
the level design. That's the level
Okay.
designer's part, or the feedback experience. It's mostly going to be the numbers crunching.
Got
Like,
it.
hey, is the output of this enough, and does it feel powerful enough based on the how rare item it is? Are they dropping? Are rare items dropping properly, or is the economy is there an inflation? Are players getting too much money or too not? How is the level progression like? Right?
dude, the more you talk about, the more I'm thinking about the door problem. And holy shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah.
For someone who wants to start doing this, not me, I'm asking. What would they study?
Things that help you with systems design particularly is strong foundation in maths is always going to help. engineering. If you're in engineering, especially computer science engineering, you'll have a leg up over other people by default. Maths and computing, those are like your go-to. Economics,
Secondly, physics.
if you have passion for economics, that'll like really help when it comes to systems design.
Really?
Yeah.
So there are economists who can switch careers to system design.
Yes, because everything economy plays a huge part in the games, right?
So are we
You
talking about mechanism design?
yes.
Like the game theoretic mechanism design I'm talking about.
Yeah. So it's like you every interaction is kind of a trade, right? Where if you
Are
buy
you
an
an
item,
economist by any
huh?
chance? Are you an economist by any chance?
No. But I have done quite a few courses in economy because it just fascinates me a lot, right? So, the games also follow in the same rules, right? You have like you have your sources which give you certain currencies. You have your sinks where you drop it. You have your trades. You have your conversions, right? Which is the
Right.
same thing even real world economy works in, right? So if you can like simulate those and then see through that lens, you can design really good flow of games. I think the best example of that is the From Software games. When you think about it, it has the most simplest economy where you think about everything is done through just collecting souls, right? You kill people, you get souls. Those souls can be used for either leveling up, buying things, and when you die, you lose those souls. So you see how that behavior, like how just that currency affects your behavior in the entire game, right? That is economy design actually. Economy design designs the psychology of player.
Nice.
So that economy, economics, psychology, mathematics, those three
Nice.
will play a huge role in
The
game design.
game lead will sit with the economist and he'll say, "This
Yeah.
is our intent. We want our players to behave in that way." And then the game economist will make things for him, stuff like that. And secondly, to add to what Victor said, if you are good in physics, I
I'm
think you'll
sure.
be very
I'm
good
sure.
at making 3D environment. That's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one of the most important things when you get to actually make something. What angle is light coming from? What kind of inundations the land is supposed to have? What kind of wave particles of river is gonna be? So stuff like that. One of
Yeah,
my
Red Dead
friend is
Redemption,
also
baby.
yeah,
Looks
one of my friend is doing
fucking
the exactly
crazy.
same thing what Victor is doing. He's been in the game industry for 3 years and it's nice. Yeah,
It is fun.
people,
It is fun.
yeah,
The economic
fine.
part that you talk about, it reminds me of a second year MA paper that we had called Mechanism Design.
Right.
It's a game theory paper. So it's about designing like systems and how you give incentives to people and like get players to act in a certain way for
Pretty much.
cooperation and non-cooperation, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what you do in video games, right?
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'll
exciting, man.
drop a
Congratulations.
link, Thorin, if you wanna read. There's this thing
I will.
called the
I will.
door problem. It really explains how things from a game maker's perspective is. Let's say there is a door in the game. Can I open the door? Who can open the door? When can I open the door? When I'm doing the combat, can I open it? What actions do I know it? Can I only open it, or do other people in the environment, NPCs, can open it? What if one multiplayer character, a person like you is opening the door? Is it only open for him, or are you also able to go through it? And then there's sound design. What kind of open noise you want? What kind of interactions do we know? How will person differentiate between two types of doors? So there's like 70-80 queries, and you can take any question and you can put those queries accordingly. So everything goes so much detail. I like there's one thing, you have to have a UI designer for that, right?
Uh-huh.
UI designer, what objects will the door have? Then there will be a tool designer who's gonna be like, is it gonna be open with a key or with a card, or is it gonna be have a eye scan or what? Or if we are gonna incorporate one or two or three kinds of tool mechanism into it. So yeah, it's great, man.
ठीक
You
है.
should read
चलो.
that when you get.
Chalo. By
Chalo,
the
bhai.
way, we have to start because
Yeah, we were waiting till 9 p.m. to start. Since Raze
yeah.
wanted to come, he's gonna be a little late. Let's start. All right. I'm gonna preface. Did everyone or anyone read the what I wrote around at 6 p.m.?
Yes.
Yep.
Great. Yeah.
Where's the
So
Owlbear link? Sorry, last.
we are playing on Roll 20. So
Roll 20 link, sorry.
I'm gonna drop everyone come to roll 20, and yeah, I'm gonna drop the roll 20
Oh,
link.
right.
If
Roll 20 to how?
yeah. This is a invite link, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but this is for the campaign. Should work, even though you are in the game already. All right, Renki and everyone, आजो. अच्छा Renki है. Elwyn and everyone, आजो. Let's begin.
कहाँ कहाँ ड्रॉप किया आपने?
Candlekeep Mysteries, bro.
हाँ
The
हाँ,
our
हम
main
लॉन्च
channel.
हम
Yeah.
लॉन्च
Okay. Victor, Elwyn, everyone,
Yes,
आजो.
joining.
Okay. All right, folks. Last time you met each other, decided to go inside at 4 5 in the morning. Guards decided it wasn't the perfect time to come in, but after your urges and after your demeanor, your friend came in, your musician bard friend came in, and he decided to let you in. After perusing through the court of air, you felt uh, a little bit of hostility from the guards that was expected because of the inquisitors that have been arrived from the capital. The king had decided to have a thorough understanding of what's going on in Candlekeep. Metalis brings you in and he says it might have something to do with the cursed item. It might have some other altercations you might not know. For the expected time, he'll take the cursed item back to the extra dimensional place.
Okay.
After being in the room, the Inquisitors decided to personally come and check everyone. Why? Because as you were sitting in the standing in the court of air, alarms start blaring on. Why? Because your friend came in, he just waved a wand, and your friend, or Mr. Handjob as you like to call, he turned into a porcupine or a pineapple or a jackfruit. You will not know because he was also invisible. You came in, you had a little personal one-on-one interaction, which was more like going to an airport and getting brutalized by the airport staff, asking very shitty questions, an invasion of privacy, which ended with our friend Claw McFangerson, the barbarian, just coming out and bashing the guy's head. The guy who was sleeping, feral hand job, or turned into a porcupine, he went up and he decided to teach Claw some lessons, which started with a brawl. Elwyn, oh sorry, Renki, Thorin, Adina, and Claw McFangerson had a go at him, and it ended up with a draw when Metalis told him to grow up. We start right now as you have broken the law of accordance, which is one of the three Candlekeep rules. All discussions all arguments have to be solved by talk and discussions. As you stand there, 5, 7, 8 people are looking at you in bewilderment, not expecting a brawl like this to happen. His shoulders got cut, arrows were thrown, hammers were broken in, and he goes out with a limp. As he goes out, you see all of you that he is limping. He is hurt, but he's taking it very nicely. And yeah, that's where we begin the session.
Has the limp?
As he
Hand job.
goes, yeah, hand job goes out, and as he goes out, you see him limping from the right side. It was the place where you hit him, and he fell down a little bit on one leg, and yeah, he's limping on his leg as he's clutching one of his hand to the right side of the shoulder, which is bleeding thanks to the arrow that was impaled by Renki with his crossbow.
And tell me this, how has he left us? With any warning, Chetavni, I'll see you later type things. Are we free to move?
Yeah. Metalis told him not to play with the food.
Oh,
He called you a dog, and he made the same question to him, Mr. Dog, calling him back to him a dog, and says, "Stop playing with your food, get back to your job." and he just gives you a look and gives a nod and just goes out. See you later, suckers. And he just went off.
I don't generally condone violence, but that guy was an insufferable prick. I'd say he deserved it.
This was necessary. I mean, any kind of check of this sort should happen in good faith. That's my experience. But there was no faith right from the start. He thought he was like, dead set on proving us wrong and harassing us.
As we say, whatever happens, happens.
Oh,
I
Victor, when did you wake up?
Uh, right about 2 minutes ago.
Well, we're here, as you can see, back again.
Yeah, mind filling in.
Well, we were here to meet Metalis, which we have already done.
As you say it, Matalis is standing 6 or 8 feet away from you, trying to see what the fuck up the confusion with the books is. About 7 books in this room. About 3 journals, one huge manuscript, and 2 or 3 more personal diaries of people started behaving erratically, like they started to become animated. There are more books here, you can see. Not every book changed or animated, and after a complete 60 seconds, they stopped. And right now, everyone's in this confusion after your brawl fight and after what happened. And as you mentions Metalis names, he gives you a look. His eyes meets yours eyes, Elwyn, and then he goes back to his stuff.
Yes.
I asked in a hushed whisper to Renki and Elwyn, um, have you had extensive dealings with this individual? Can you completely trust everything he says?
He's a good sort.
Metalis? Absolutely. I mean, without him,
If
we could not have gotten out from a very dire life and death situation. So,
Which, to
if
be fair, we were in because of him. But sure.
he seems to be
Again,
fond of
uh,
you, Elwyn.
fond of who? And I point
Elwyn.
to. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, could we ask him if his hypothesis was that some cursed item you guys rescued is causing this or acquired? Were you there for this, Victor?
um, yeah, I was there for some part of it.
Just tell
Yeah,
me more about the item.
let's not mention the part where you were locked and chained in a painting with nearby Metalis.
Yeah, let's not. Anyway, but we don't need to delve too much in the past. The point is that he's an okay lad of sorts. There's nothing much to it. He's not too shady. He's not too trustable. He just is. I think that's the best way we can describe it. Ain't that right, Renki?
Yeah,
Yeah, he just
definitely.
is. He just
He
exists.
just is. But whatever it is just right for now.
Justice. You said justice, says the old, fat, plump man who was interrogating you. Oh, justice is gonna be served when I'll throw all of you out for breaking the rule of concordance. And he whispers to the
What
other
is
guy and
this
he
rule
says,
of what is this rule you speak of?
bring
What the
out the other folks. And he crosses his hand, looks at you in amusement, almost like he's eating a tobacco candy. I would say he's chewing something. Yeah, Thorin. Yeah, what did you say?
What is this rule that you speak of?
Rules are very clear. You're not to come here behaving like fools, barbaric animals. You are not to steal, you are not to copy, you are to respect. And what respect here means is making sure every problem that occurs here is solved by talk and discussion. reviewed by your other peers.
Those are a bit too vague to be called rules.
Wording isn't exactly
Well,
precise.
do you want Mr. Metalis to tell you proper rules? I'm the enforcer. Do you want a lawyer? Is that it? You want to word piece by piece what you can and cannot do?
I mean,
Is that what you want?
taking it, I'm assuming if unless you're being sarcastic, if we would like, if we are if we can avail legal representation, that'd be great actually.
Yeah, if it comes to it.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Let's go inside. Let's talk to inquisitors. They are pretty known about all the laws and rules. I think we should have word with them too. If my ass is gonna get down, I better make sure yours is gonna down too.
That don't okay.
We
That's
are
not
having a chilly atmosphere here. We are getting interrogated, and we want people, returning people, to at least know this institution is fucked up. There are larger things at play. You want to have fun? Go ahead.
Yeah,
hang
this
on, I just
time.
need to discuss this a bit. Renki, Elwyn, huddle up. Thorin. Yeah, I don't know about inquisitors actually being good at legal representation.
As I
Encouraging
huddle up, I
representation.
quickly like push Adina with me. Come, son.
Come, son. Nice. Nice. I wanted to remind you, but yeah, I think you're prepared.
I'm prepared. I'm
And
always prepared.
and we might need to think more about this. And then I turned to Adina and hey, I don't think I met who, and who might you be?
You said this to whom?
Adina.
Oh,
I'm Adina.
What?
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 Never mind. All right. So what are
Moving on.
moving on? What's our next?
I think we should first figure out a peaceful status here in Candlekeep before we move on.
Right. Peace. I love peace. Let's
Oh,
get
and I need to come back to Candlekeep. This is absolutely unacceptable for you.
Yes.
Can't Vitalis help us? Elvin, can you talk to him?
Elwyn, I'm sure you can
you use your lady
convince
charms.
them.
Is that what's going on? Lady charms?
who has Lady Charm here?
Elwyn. Wow.
Oh right.
I think that was the rhetoric question. Yeah.
I need to learn rhetorical things. I might have to make a note of this. Okay. Yes. Yes, Elwyn. Can you? Elwyn?
Elwyn, the
hello,
Elwyn
hello,
girl.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, bro. We can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
We can hear you
Yes.
clearly.
Yeah, cool. So what do I have to do?
Can you
These
ask
folks are
Vitalis?
discussing a way.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
You ask
sorry, man. Like
Vitalis.
I had a work call again. Like so.
All good.
Yeah.
Thorin, go
No,
ahead.
could you
Tell
ask
me.
Vitalis to maybe resolve this situation amicably? He seems
Oh,
to have some pull over here.
it's unfortunate what happened here. Metalis, is there anything we can do in form of reparations? I do understand that we are supposed to handle debates and differences peacefully with words and not with weapons. I understand that. Yet, regrettably, what has happened. So, is
I
there any
think
way?
it will be best for you if you just go out. Don't come back. I think it will
Oh,
be best for both of us. Uh, Elvin, give me a insight check.
sure. 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 minute. D&D Beyond से देना पड़ेगा.
Yeah. Should I use a passive insight? I don't know, man. Yeah, passive insight. I don't know. Let's see. Take your time. Oh,
Well,
nice.
no need for that.
Yeah, that's a 23. That's more than enough. Elvin, his words seems very harsh. Something you are not expected from him.
Yeah.
But deep down in his brows and his demeanor, it feels like he's trying to make an act, or he's trying to you see he's clenching his books very strongly. He has a little bit sweat on his brows. It feels that he's saying this maybe in compulsion to something, not necessarily what
Hmm.
his intention is, but his words seem to be bold. But maybe there is something else to it.
So I'll look around and like basically the other guards and whatnot are listening into this conversation, right?
They are.
Yeah. So that's probably it. So I'll say I'll kind of give a bow and I'll say, uh, please, Master Metalis, we beg of you, we will not make this mistake again. Oh, oh, grand and powerful Metalis, please
That's
forgive
enough.
us.
That's enough, my friend. There's one thing we could do, and now you feel like his composure is settling in, and he gives almost a look at his periphery, looking at the guards and then back at you. It's very subtle, but you with your 23 knows he's probably you know regarding what we talked before. If you could do something that people might find is beneficial for Candlekeep, I can definitely make a case for you. It's gonna be easy. And my other privileges are also there. If you do this, next time you will be treated more carefully. As good as Avowed over here are treated, as good as readers and people like Arani are treated. Good. What I'm giving you, nice deal. But you
I'll
can choose to go away.
I'll look around at my party members like quickly and I'll say like I'll basically I'm looking at them questioningly as to like what to do and I guess at the end like I'll say that very well Metals. Please tell us what you please tell us in detail what you need us to do.
Uh, Renki and Renpai, Victor.
Yes.
Renki, uh, I will say both of you have had some dealings with him. As this conversation is going on, it hits you. Like after 15, 20 seconds, he's kind of, trying to walk both lines, walk on both lines and not try to be on bad side of either. But okay,
He just is.
he just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking centrist come.
As a centrist,
Interesting guy.
as a centrist myself, I am overjoyed by this. Centrist come. Great. So he gives you a nod to you, Elvin, and then to you, Renki, and he says, uh, "It's simple. You help us find out what the fuck is going on here." He doesn't use the word fuck. Sorry, he uses the word fudge. Sorry, he's Metalis. My bad. What the fudge is going on in here? You do that, I'll personally make sure guards are okay. And he gives. Now you feel like his not wrath, but almost something like that. He looks at the guard and says, "You're not gonna bother an active investigation now, are you? Go ahead. This is strict Candlekeep business. You're not entitled to my talks. Go, do your work." And then he softens up and says, uh, "You're doing a good job out there. Just be a little easy, huh?" And as he says that, the old man is like, "Fucking bastard! Come on, let's go. This just go. No need. Find out what the alarm is all about." And yeah, they go.
We
Uh,
clearly see you're quite troubled, sir. Um, is there something you could share with us that we could help out with?
are you talking this to Metalis or the fat man, the fat investigator?
Man.
Come again?
Fat man, I just said, like, we clearly see that you're troubled.
Okay.
Perhaps there's something we can help you out with.
There's only one thing you can help me out with. Just listen to what the old man has to say. I don't know. I'll just next time, please. When you enter, just say I have these tools with me, and try to make an effort. Okay, I'm dropping these tools. For the most part, they're gonna let you carry it if it's not something double-edged sword or something like that. But yeah, next time, just when you come here, make sure things are on the paper. Huh? Good. Uh,
Okay.
I'm.
Sure, sure.
I guess I'm. And before he says anything, he just turns back and leaves. But as he goes, you can see the Arthur meme basically. His face, tight. Okay. Yeah.
Renki is just going to eye this guy for this entire time. He's just absolutely pissed.
Yeah.
That was
You're
an odd
gonna.
idea.
Yeah. You are giving him the eye of a fish since you are part fish, and
You fish or
by
I
your
am Rami
side,
Malek, dude. There's two
yeah,
changes.
and yeah, changes reminds me. By your side, there is Eye of the Tiger or Eye of the Lion. Your friend Claw McFangerson.
I'm saying,
He's
right?
pretty.
It's the scariest I, dude. I just played Until Dawn. That's the peak of scary eyes. Renki, go with
Hmm.
Eye of Rami Malek.
Damn. I might actually make those eyes.
Yeah, he killed James Bond, dude. You don't get scarier than that.
All right, so Claw McFangerson, he's giving the eye of the tiger or eye of the lion to this guy and has been awfully quiet. And as you turn towards him, Renki, he just grunts and moves behind. Just give me a moment, and he turns.
I give him a pat on the back because I sort of understand why he initiated everything. Uh, and I just leave him to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When Riz is gonna come, we're gonna open the thread again. But yeah, continue, guys.
Okay, so Metalis wants us to figure out the mystery over here, clearly.
I don't want it. I mean, I don't want it. It's your choice.
What do you mean you don't want
Uh,
it?
Yeah, and yeah, it's.
You don't want to solve
Today
the
I was make.
you don't want to solve the mystery of these flying books that are constantly causing havoc in Candlekeep mystery? Okay, fine, no problem. We can do something else.
I I think, and now you feel his composure is back now that the guards are gone. He's like, I do want that, but I don't want it if you don't want it. Don't feel like it's imposition. Those guys are gone. You can be comfortable again. If you
Metalis,
want to do it,
listen to me. As long as we
I don't
keep
want
our
that.
deal that we
There
help
is no deal
you.
among friends. There is no deals amongst friends. Let's stop right there. There is, like I said, no imposition on you. But obviously, if you do this, more people might side with you, and which is always good. These are brilliant people over here. If something arises in future, they'll have all sorts of information for you. And just to sweeten the deal for you, sorry, uh, Renki, would you remind me with your artificer magical tool what three or maybe two magical items you have that you took on your class level 3? Just wanna know before I say something.
I
Do
don't
you recall?
think I took anything yet.
No, from your artificer, you can create your own magic items. And I remember you did something. We had a discussion. Let's check your character sheets. Uh,
I don't remember.
uh, are you on roll 20?
I'm on roll 20.
Okay. Let's go to character sheet. And in your. Okay. Let's see. There's alchemy jug, there is sending stones, and the third is
But that I
armor
got
of
in level
mag.
1, not in
Oh, my
level
bad.
3.
I thought that was 3. My bad. So,
You're
yeah.
specifically
I meant,
asking. Okay.
yeah, my bad, my bad. So, alchemy jug and sending stones are remembered. The
Yes.
third is armor of magical strength. So, it's cool.
Huh.
Okay, so he ends just to sweeten the deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a contract which the upper echelons of management have said if someone helps us with that, they're gonna be rewarded with a helm of understanding languages. What's it called? Helm of comprehend languages. I think. Yeah.
Okay. That would be pretty useful if I'm traveling. Very important for my notes that I understand people's languages. Interesting proposition. But what about the others? That seems interesting to me, but I don't know about the others.
Anything that gains favor in Candlekeep, which allows us to keep coming in and out of here, if it earns us some coin, I think it's a gracious offer.
Right. So if we do this under you, my only concern is what Thorin said, that I hope we keep coming back to Candlekeep, because there are a few things that I might want your lab to look into your libraries for.
Oh, not just the library. You'll get temporary. How should I say this? For temporary phases of periods, you can also have access to the laboratory where you can tinker with your shit. He doesn't say shit, ma'am. I'm sorry. With your something, yeah. I forget I'm playing Metalis, not the main guy. I still have the mean guys, you know, flavor on my tongue.
Yeah,
So I just raise my eyebrows and like adjust my glasses anime style, and very interesting proposition to make. First you offer helm of languages, and now you a laboratory. Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. I shall accept this mission with such rewards, especially the laboratory. Very interesting to me.
Great. So I guess I can go and rest. It's just 10. I think I have to sleep. And he gives a look at all of you and he collectively nods and says, Toodaloo, I
Hold
learned it from my
on.
grandson.
What
And
does our lead for this? Do we have a lead?
I am just a frail old man. I know nothing. And he
Can I
tries
roll
to.
insight for that?
Oh my
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
God.
Yes.
Yeah, he's clearly joking and acting and playing on his oldness
Yes.
and
Yes.
just trying to relax and put that all on you. Yeah, I found people who's gonna solve one of my things for me.
I
So
was hoping I was hoping I would roll a one or something so that I could side with him against these guys.
My God.
you can choose to do that if you want, like. But this is
Uh,
what tech
Yeah, you can
actually,
does.
actually,
actually.
I'll say that. I'll say, hey guys, please don't bother the frail old man.
He gives a chuckle. Yes, yes. My noodly arms, I just got to sleep and oh, wear socks and dream about redacted stuff. He says the word redacted out loud. Yes, redacted stuff. Yeah, Hey, you are okay? And yeah, I think I'll go. And yeah, he just bakes his old man voice and just leaves.
Wow. He was clearly making up that voice.
Yes, he was using vocal cords. Yes,
Oh, I thought he
says
suddenly got sick for some reason. Was he
Yeah, very
pretending?
sudden.
Oh, very interesting. So
Possible, but unlikely.
people make funny noises when they lie. Interesting.
help me, help me too. I am also a weak old god. Help me, says your little archfey friend behind you, who was like, you look around, and this guy has one tankard. A pitcher, I would say, yeah, tankard and a pitcher. I'd say a wooden pitcher, and he's almost like halfway submerged into it. It's like it's not even comprehensible if he's like drinking it or like bathing in it. But yeah, he's just from the inn. He's like in the house of rest. He's sitting in one of the chairs, and he probably was looking at your fight and everything.
That is a mega point.
Yeah,
Oh
that's a
my
mega.
god.
Oh my god.
That's a mega point. Yep. Indeed. Indeed.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
Okay, okay, okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Thorin looks back and he's like, I keep forgetting you're there. To the archfey.
You do. But my problems, my issues. What about them? I mean, what about them? I'm an old 90-year-old god who is away from his powers. Help
Aha!
me.
You're clearly lying because you're making funny noises. You're not a god.
Renki's catching on.
Yeah, and he
I'm
also
learning.
does the Arthur meme. Ah, God.
So, now that you have lied to us, how can we trust you with anything? Trust is earned.
He goes and sits on the shoulders of Adina, like almost like making a nest, with his buttocks and legs, and tries to cozy up to his shoulders and neck, and says, I am trustworthy. Ask anyone. Ask him, and he points to two random people in the tavern, in the heart of it. Rest.
Wow.
I proceed to go and ask anyone. So, hey, do you trust this guy over here?
Yeah, so there's this bald guy wearing white colored shirt, and like a almost red colored pants. It's not suiting him. He's bald, patches of baldness onto him, and he says, yeah, what? Trust who? I wouldn't trust him with keeping my cows fed. Nah, man. Eh, look at him, fluttering and what? Nah, man.
Thank you for your information, sir. I turned back to the God pretender and I'm like, all right, who else do you want me to ask?
And he points finger at Adina, as he's cuddling up to him, and he almost Adina comes and puts his hand around your shoulder, and almost like giving you a pat, like how a man or a woman would pat a kitten. He's like making, and after 4 or 5 seconds he start to make biscuits on you, cat biscuits, and he's like, ask him, yeah, that's right, right, I am trustworthy. You and me both, we are both flashy, misunderstood, nice people, huh?
Help me.
That,
Flashy is compliment, we are flashy, nice, sparkle is
that,
good.
It's
And he vigorously starts making biscuits. You feel like it's now started to become a little, like he's in poking you like for 15 seconds. Hey, and almost you get the feeling, be on my side, be on my side. He gives those eyes varied expressions. You know,
Mm.
five expressions of Grief, acceptance, pleading, begging, everything. He's like in those 4 5 seconds. He's like, "Be on my side, be on my side," and he's patting your shoulder.
He's so trustworthy. Yeah.
Now Adina's making funny noises. So you are lying.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
No, he's not lying. What do you mean?
I'm
He's a
not talking
fair
about
old man.
Adina. I'm talking about the Fae.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Lie?
Clearly,
I don't lie.
Clearly, my son is my son. That's how you lie, right? You make funny noises. So I have to make funny noises. Uh,
True.
so my son.
I am a teddy bear, and I am not true.
What happened?
So yeah. So I trust my son completely. I don't trust you.
I trust my friend's son as well. Who are
And
you?
I am straight. What? I'm gonna drink some tea.
Am I the only one who can't comprehend any of this?
Wow.
Nope.
Okay, getting back to the point, and I just bring I
You
just
start to go
snatch Adina from this guy who's cuddling up, and say, look, let's just keep our distances properly and talk like normal people if we can, and let's just quit the charade over here. You're not a god. At least
Are
you
you
don't
calling me
look like,
special?
huh?
If I'm not normal, are you calling me special?
Are you gay?
Oh my
only
god.
gays, only gays are supposed to be special. What about retarded? Oh no, I mean, not so smart people.
Are you calling
Wow.
yourself
Them.
not so smart?
What?
I can
No!
believe that. I can believe
No.
that. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah. Actually, that is
But
the
I'm so
facts.
bright. Look. And as he says that, he like turns around and he flutters his wing, and almost you feel like sparkling glitter is going. I'm so bright. Look, so bright, shiny.
You keep saying that, but like it's supposed to be special. I don't know why you keep doing that.
Yeah, so is a firefly.
Yeah.
But that isn't special.
So is a lamp.
Exactly.
You turn a lamp on. Can you do it?
And okay.
Can you do it? If more people are like you, show me. Turn.
Turn
Go
into
ahead,
what?
turn.
Okay, so I
I
use
don't
my
know.
I use my thumb touchy.
Yeah. I was hoping you do. What do you say? What do you
You're
say?
gonna
Or what do you do?
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like sparkle, try to shine brighter than this guy.
Okay, so you see, all of you see
Nice.
this guy gets like a green colored aura around him, almost like he has submerged into a lake of green moss, and as he comes out, you feel like his body's, you know, uh, any sweat he has feels like it's glistening, it's green, and it's overpowering almost for a moment. And his as he says, what about this, his vocal cords become heavier, much more masculine, almost like he's Idris Elba. And yeah.
So that's the thing, no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a combination of minor illusion and thaumaturgy, actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and so now even I can change my voice to become really weird and really
Yeah,
supernatural,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
You can do that with thaumaturgy. You
Yeah.
can use thaumaturgy 2 times and have 2 effects. So yeah,
Yes. So
yeah,
what I'm gonna do is like that, right? I'm gonna start glowing, and
Mhm.
all the flames that are around me will start flickering like a horror movie,
Yeah,
right? And then
like
my voice like literally becomes like deeper,
yeah.
and I'm going to say very slowly, "It's morbing time."
Oh no! I imagined the moment from Hunter x Hunter when Gon decides to relinquish his magic abilities, and the windows and everything, like splattering around left and
Oh
right.
damn.
There's the wind glowing on, and this
This is
guy's
kind of
the
an
green
Endgame
color
scenario, but
aura.
okay.
Yeah, the aura around him becomes from green to a little dark, and his voice changes, booming. And Adina and Thorin and Claw, uh, all three of you become, like you saw something spectacular for a moment. I'll say whatever if you're threatened or whatever, that's up to you. But yeah, you feel like, oh shit, ooh, something's happened, and the poor guy, he just goes and he just hides behind Adina. And as Renki, you're trying to pull him away from this guy, he just tries to burrow himself in the elbows of Adina, almost like trying to hide. And
We still know it was
What?
Victor doing it, right? I mean, we could see him change.
yeah, he's apparent. Either someone did something, but
Wondrous,
this guy seems to.
wondrous indeed.
I mean, I can also do that. And he brings out his wand and he says, "Okay,
No, I've seen
let's
that thing go off it before.
what this thing? No, 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 no,
Orin
no.
backs away.
Cheating.
No, no, no. I have 5 wands and I have not used this wand. Maybe this might actually work.
Okay.
Orin runs to the furthest side away from him as possible. He's seen
Don't.
that one
Okay.
go off.
Mm, no. Okay. And he like sheathes his wand slash sword. Oh, okay. Let's. I mean, don't run. And almost like a sheep lost, trying to look for its shepherd. He, looks in your direction, Thorin.
Yeah, I don't want to see that explosive device go off again.
If
There's
you're
been a
if
lot of
if you're
that
going to
happening.
use that wand, then and it's going to be dangerous as Thorin says, then can you point it in another direction?
Yep.
Or let's just say point it outside Candlekeep, for that matter.
How about you go outside Candlekeep and
And
point it in whichever direction you damn please, but you go outside and far away from Candlekeep.
Why are you so afraid?
But you go.
Suddenly.
How about one further? You go outside, take a meet the first river or ocean, take a boat, jump out of the boat, and then do as you please.
As you say that,
Fantastic idea.
his expressions changes into morbid sadness,
He just got
and
bobbed.
yeah, his smiley face, smirky face turned into an upside down frown, and it's not like I have a lot of time on my hand. And he just, stops his excited shoulders from moving and just,
Wow.
stops levitating and just goes and sit on a table.
Okay, I think we hurt his feelings.
yeah,
Anyway,
now that he's quiet, maybe he can answer some
Anyway,
questions.
Yeah, I mean, with the time we buy, we should probably discuss more pressing matters. 2 minutes, I think, is what we might get. But I don't know this creature from that long.
I'm just going
alrighty.
to like quickly ask, now that the Faye thing is just settled down and not acting outlandish.
Hmm. What do you ask?
I ask him that what really is the problem right now? Because we have a lot of other important things, and this, if this is really concerning you, if it aligns with us, we might consider. What's the problem?
Problem क्या है?
Problem क्या है?
He tries to lift the wooden pitcher, and he's struggling to do it, and almost he lifts like 1.5 inch above the table, and then he's fails to do it properly and just leaves it and just puts his hand submerges his hand into the pitcher, brings out his hand bank and starts to lick and suck on his fingers, index and middle finger, the whatever beer is in it, and Mhm. Yeah, I mean it's not a big deal. If I don't find my way back in 4 days, yeah, I will never be able to return back. But it's fine,
Back
I
where?
suppose. Back my home.
Okay, that's you could have started with that
Precisely.
instead
I
of
did.
no,
I said you
you lied
for
about
help.
being a god and being this perfect being before even coming to the point.
I said. I
Uh-huh.
said.
It's what
I.
they do.
I said someone swindled me. Didn't I? Isn't this the same thing?
Oh, right,
Yes,
right,
but
right.
you didn't mention that you wouldn't be able to go back home. You didn't tell us it was that serious.
Thought if I
Although
tell
to be
you, you
fair, even if you had told us, we might not have believed you. But go on.
if I told you, you would have tried to keep me here, locked like the other man.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
And
what makes you think we
what
keep
makes
you
you think we
locked?
won't do it anyway?
Well,
Uh, you are not trying to. You're not trying to take my wings out of me. That's
we could care less
that's what.
about your wings. Victor literally offered you a
Uh,
boat ride out of
yes,
this place.
yes,
What did we
correction.
do with your wings, man?
Correction. We haven't yet tried.
And he just
Elwyn is literally
slumps.
aiming for something.
He slumps back down in the chair, like he's on the table, and as he slumps back, he almost falls down on the chair. And as he falls down on the chair, he just his head is on the like under his legs are above, and he just stays there for 2-3 seconds, and like doesn't move, just ponders his own existence for a while. I think that's fair. But yeah, and he just starts to mumble to himself, like almost depressive cry. Words don't mean much. Oh man, and just depressive, talking to himself.
Okay, whenever you're ready to see the actual problem, we'll get back to you. Anyway,
This guy's a real energy vampire, isn't he?
yeah, totally.
To
My God. Anyway, let's just get solving with these books. I need to get a hold of that laboratory as soon as possible. Makes sense to me at least. And I'll just head on. I'll just take the lead on just going inspecting the books that were flying.
is there a place where we can
All
set
right.
up in the library just for now, like a table we can use just to sit, compare, plan? We can bring the
Probably it
books
is a
over to that
library.
table.
I don't know if we can
Uh,
enter through the emerald door yet. We might want to ask Irony about that.
I mean, the books in the House of Rest. I meant that actually.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we should have a room.
I shared the photo of House of Rest. Uh, my extensions are fucked up, man. I tried to add it on a page. Let me see if I can add it again. Yep.
Lovely.
Yep.
And where were we exactly over here?
You can see the door entrance, right? On the bottom, the three carpets, I suppose. That's the exit/entrance. So I'll say you were somewhere around here. middle of the room. You can take a seat or whatnot.
Yeah, that's
It's a
yeah.
house of rest, so if you want, you can also take the chambers inside. If you want, you can take the table, whatever you want.
Grab a table for now. Renki,
Okay.
you can bring your books over here. Let's
That's
see.
perfect,
Let's find
actually.
out.
Yeah, I'll go on ahead and sit at the table where Thorin is sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Have a
Okay.
look at these books then.
Go ahead. I'll set the map for you. Just give me a second. On the roll 20. Continue.
Uh,
So,
oh,
have you
so
encountered any books of this kind before? I mean, not writing books, obviously, but what subjects are these? What subjects are these books on?
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
entirely sure. Let me have a look.
Uh, are you looking at the books?
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's couple of books. There's one near your foot, one on the table. One is manuscript that two people are reading, and the other people are trying to stay away from. But yeah, as you go ahead and look what kind of books they are, what it says on the title. One of the books says, la 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 la. Sorry, give me a second. The Ascension of Vlaakith.
Okay.
And on the cover of it, it's a half-beaten book. On the cover of it, seems like someone that resembles an elf, but it has green skin. It has the same ear features as elf, but his skin is green. And the title reads "The Ascension of Vlaakith." Someone joined. Let me check if it's raised. All right, no. Okay, yeah, that's the book. There is another book by the your table to the left. It says Tome of the Dragon. There's another book that says The Great Realms in the Stars. And yeah, you come across the manuscript, the two people are still reading it. And yeah.
So are these the books that we have on the table, the ones that were flying specifically?
Yeah. So one was near the foot, one was on the table, and one was also around, bar. So yeah, these are the three books. The fourth book is with the manuscript guy, which was very apparent because it's a huge book, like a 2.5 foot book. Like it's very hard for one guy to even open the book. And there are some journals that people were reading, so they have taken their journals. The rest three of the books seems like they were uh, Candlekeep property. The other three you are not certain, or maybe the other person took it. But there are three on the your vicinity, and one's the fourth one that the two guys are reading. But these three are definitely the ones that were animated about 10-15 minutes ago. Yeah.
Well, I don't see by the
What were the
name of
books
these.
doing actually when they were animated? Sorry.
They were being read by different people in House of Rest. And it happened approximately 10 minutes after the alarm went off. The alarm went off, and hand job turned into a porcupine and invisibility. And after about 10 minutes, you came in here, and midway through your conversations, they started to go off.
Yeah, what were they doing? Just dancing or like hitting people or what?
Oh, right, 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 right. So some were trying to hit the people, like their cover page were flapping like a duck, or the Harry Potter book from the movie 3. Like one was trying to get onto the floor of the person, try to gnaw his feet. One was trying to submerge the guy's hand.
Like a
One was
monster
trying
book of
to
monsters.
escape. Yeah, one was trying to escape, which was near the door. So felt like not every book behaved in similar way. You recall there was one book which is right now near the inn, the book called the sorry, the stars. What is the book called? Sorry, The
Great
great
realms in
realms
the slums.
in the stars. That book was near the bar, and it felt like it was just having fun, like almost like if a book could dance. You know, its binder was going left and right, and it was squiggling left, then squiggling to the right, and going up and down, like someone was waving, waving and flowing left and right. So yeah, someone was trying to attack, someone was just escaping, someone was dancing. And after about 60 seconds they stopped.
Can I roll something to figure out any similarities between these books?
Or whether do we remember if these books, how they were behaving, like what was Ascension of Lakith doing, what was Tomb of the Dragon doing?
Right.
Yeah, you can do it, but it's gonna be hard. Like it's something that you have to find for yourself, but you can make an investigation check to see if you can find some apparent physical clues. If there
Okay.
is some physical clues, the investigation check would be okay. Are you going alone, or is Thorin assisting you with this? Thorin, are you helping Renki with this,
Of
or
course, we are at the table together. He should do
Yeah.
investigation with advantage if he has high
either you
investigation.
both can do it individually, or you can choose to assist someone and the other guy would get advantage? Hi, Raze is back.
Yo, Raze. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. How much time do you have, buddy? Is your other game started? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
No, no, it got cancelled because I was late.
So,
RIP.
are you gonna be able to join us for like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
hour or so?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great, great. If someone can recap the last half an hour or so for Raze.
No.
Okay, I'll do it then. Uh, great, Victor. Nice. All right. So, Raze, in your absence, Matalis made a front. The master reader, the smart wizard, he made a like a diplomatic answer to if you can help. And after some talk, the fat investigators went away, and the guy you fought, fair hand job, that obviously went a couple of moments ago. So now we were just having a discussion. The fat investigator was saying that Matalis helped and tried to put you both of you on the same page, and it just ended up being, yeah, next time don't do something silly like that. We have a lot to you know look forward here because of the investigation by inquisitors going on. So how that we came to that conversation, Matalis gave you the option. If you're able to help to solve this mystery of the books animating, he might be able to put a better word for your party, even though he's totally convinced of this party's motives, and he's affectionate to them. He made that diplomatic stance in front of the guards. So right now we stand at here. If you solve this thing, he's gonna give you a helm of comprehending language, and for Renki, he can an artificer laboratory where you can experiment with machines and stuff like that. So these guys are just trying to investigate and analyze what the movement of books was all about. So yeah, welcome back. I made one thing about you that after the physical altercation, you just turned behind and you tried to calm your Leonin side, but you can chose to take it away from there.
No, no. Claw would probably try to calm himself and be a little
Yeah,
disappointed with himself.
yeah. So, guys, about like 5-10 minutes into the conversation, and you having this conversation with the Metalis, and just starting the investigation, Reyes just turns back towards you after taking 5 minutes to himself, and now he is in his the first the physical appearance, he met you for the first time. His human features. Raze, take it away, man.
Yeah. Um, I I would like to apologize. Probably I don't know what got into myself. Boys, Renki, I think things got a little out of hand, and I'll try not. I'll try it doesn't get to that point next time. I hope.
Uh,
No worries. I think we're done with the apologizing anyway.
Oh, okay. But next time I won't be doing. I won't be the one doing the fighting. I'll do the talking so that you know I I don't start fights. How's
uh,
that?
I don't think you need to change yourself that much, to be honest. I kind of understand why you did that, and I have to say, and I'm flipping the pages while I'm saying this, and like, I, 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 I do understand that there are times when there is frustration, and I think everybody agrees that that guy was an absolute dick.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay.
A-
Yeah,
a-
yeah,
As you were,
maybe, but you know, um, violence never solves anything, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't for the most part, but then when people just refuse to listen,
Oh, I don't know. The way he was talking to you, ah, it just made me a bit angry, I guess.
I it made me angry too, and I appreciate that you did something that I could not.
Oh, it wasn't much. It was just, it was a bully. I, I don't like bullies. But okay, I'll be quiet. I'll try to keep myself out of fights.
To be
And
honest, I found the whole thing
like
really
looking at
funny.
his feet the whole time.
Yes,
I
It
found the
Elwyn.
whole
was
thing
very
go
really
ahead. I
funny.
enjoyable.
think
No problem.
Okay.
It was enjoyable, and anger is a legitimate human emotion to such situations. But yeah, you did let it go over to fury and rage. I don't blame you for that. It was fun for the most part. But
Yeah,
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 if you want to deal with things more diplomatically from here on out,
yeah.
I won't argue with that.
Yeah. It was something we all of us humans tend to do. Yes.
Claw McFangerson. The first time you mentioned I got angry, you heard a faint voice behind you saying, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I got angry too." Yeah, and then when Elwyn said it was funny, this voice again said, "Yeah, it was funny." And you see this little 2 feet guy is trying to wheedle himself in the conversation, and as everyone is ignoring him, yeah, that's we've set that boundary that yeah everyone is ignoring him, but yeah he tries to say what you are saying,
Is
oh
he
yeah
is
I
he
got
is he
angry.
right behind me?
He Yeah, you see from the periphery of your eyes he was dunked down, almost, hands heads down, legs up on the chair. Yeah, and feels like he's doing very heavy brainstorming in that position.
Uh,
Kind of had has a sad look on his face after he ends up talking to you.
okay. Yeah. I guess Claw is just sad enough that he'll pat the little guy's head a little.
Yeah, yeah,
Encourage him, Claus.
that's great. And yeah, as he says that he tries very softly to clap. Yes, it's all right. We all had fun, didn't
It's
we,
a
gentlemen?
It's okay, quack quack. I know you mean well,
Quack,
even though
quack.
you're.
What's quack word? Yes, quack quack. Yes, yes, quack quack. And he tries to visibly say that. Yep, quack quack. Yes, quack quack agrees with you. And just like he was trying to cozy up with Adina, as soon as you pat him, he tries to take a hold of your hand and tries to cozy up to your hand. Almost like little guys trying to find someone to, just, stick around to. And yeah, he just bounces from one person to another and, just trying to have some sliver of affection or attention from anyone. So yeah.
I feel so personally attacked, man.
Oh, no. It is what it is. Nothing bad with it, yeah. Way of dealing things. He says to himself. He says to himself as he realizes everyone is giving him the pity lie. So, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So what are we doing? That was very special. What you did there, Mac Burgerson. He says to you. What was that all about?
Mac
You can
Mm,
you you
something.
you can transform and have wings too. Can fly too. What else
Anybody
can you
can
do?
transform and do those things.
Only you can do and I can do it. And maybe Claw can do it. Yeah, special.
I can do some things, but
I
he's
convince him. I'm gonna try in a very convincing tone. Fam, everybody can do it. They just try not to.
Ooh,
So
make
this is
a make a persuasion check.
okay. Hang on. Where's my character? Here. Yeah, here there is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There you go.
Yeah, what do I say after I get 11?
What?
Like
I
let me know what I should say 11 after 11 you made a rolled a 11. Obviously this guy's gullible and he's like, oh yeah, that's wise. So yeah, he nods with you. Oh yeah.
Oh,
he
well
feeds
then.
him into stupor, dude. Like, I just gaslighted him into thinking his ability is normal. Dude. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean he's
It is
seen some
that
crazy
simple,
shit.
boys.
Yeah. He's seen some crazy shit coming from Claw and you, so he's questioning himself now right now. Holy shit. Is everyone special?
Nothing
If
about
everyone is
this.
special,
Unfortunately, we're all just
If
we're just
everyone's
really,
special,
really
then no one is.
insecure people who like to grab attention, and that's why we show these off. But most of people are quite comfortable and just keep it to themselves.
oh, I always thought people are special in their own way.
No, nobody's special. People
Oh,
are not special in their own way.
oh,
oh,
Every,
as,
Well
as
then.
you,
everybody is special in their own way, and therefore no one is.
one is special,
Except
yep.
me. I'm super special.
Except,
Claw has this like very far off look as he's trying to process this. Huh. Okay. Okay. And you can just see he is out of it. The two brain cells in his mind are trying to comprehend everything.
as soon as everyone starts to give his advice, Renki, you take notice of this first because uh, this is also what kind of you do sometimes, often times. You see, this guy just opens up his hand and starts to, use his index finger to write something on his hand. And then he looks at Law McFangerson saying something, and then it feels like he's trying to cross out what Victor just said. And then he listens to you, and then he also crosses out the other thing. And then just after writing and crossing out, he turns his hand and it's like full of magical ink or whatnot, but his hand is full, and he just rubs his hand again, and all the ink or magical ink just goes back, and then he looks at all three of you, and he says, "Just one advice. Give it one. Can't do this all day. I can't. Just got tiny hands. What should I write? What is the advice I should write?" Almost like he's trying to take something out of this conversation but
Gay
failing to it.
fan fiction.
Fanfiction.net. Okay. Okay. Nice advice. Yeah.
You might want to explain what fan fiction is to this very small flying creature.
Looks like some deep magical secret magic. Some
In a
spell.
way, it's the magic of the darkest kind.
Some dark, deep ritual.
Yeah, it's quite salacious.
You, yeah, you need at least 4 or 5 people for it. Hold hands together in a circle.
No,
Yes, yes.
no.
I think I've heard about it.
Some might
Wait,
say, yeah, it borders on witchcraft.
Everyone has to get on
wait,
top
And
of
then
each
you
wait.
and then you
I
bring
thought
out a
fan
biscuit.
fiction. I thought fan fiction was just stories about those things people hold in their hands and wave about to make air.
What?
Fan fiction. Oh my god.
No.
Renki almost died
Yes.
listening to that.
Where we had a
Renki
dad
almost
joke.
died listening to that.
This is like the most fantastical dad joke.
Yeah. Candlekeep on crack. Today's episode name. Candlekeep on crack. Okay.
So I've got to yeah, I'll just look back into my books and yeah, this that. Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell the Faye that if you want to write fan fiction, and I think Adina has a lot of info about this, and if you want, I have this really nice book about all these elves. I think it's similar to what Elwyn was saying, I think.
No, I mean,
Ooh.
if you ask my opinion, all the religion texts in our world are fan fiction to whatever gods we pray to.
Really?
What would you
Ooh.
know?
Well, how this world works is if isn't it like people believe in something and then it's just like, whoa, it exists. I don't know how. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Right. So if you believe
we
that
use
something really long and throbbing can come into your hands and
Huh?
it just manifests into a
I believe I
long
can fly.
rodish scythe. Makes sense.
I believe I can fly. And
And
the
then-
Fae just runs 10 feet away from you. Almost, clings himself to a fan
No!
on the inn. Like, visibly 10-15 feet away from all of you, like almost clings to, the ceiling of the room. And he
But the
hugs it
fan
very
isn't on,
softly.
right?
Yeah. And
The fan isn't
and
on,
he-
right? If it is, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
take a couple steps back so that I don't get spattered with the guts.
No, it's not like that.
It's not a ceiling fan, bro. Ceiling fans don't exist.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
Yeah.
You saying
Renki doesn't respond like this, it's just be out of
world
character.
full of magic that can't have ceiling fans? Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Do you say
Amazing.
out? Do you say this out loud, Claw? The fan bit?
No. If Renki
Okay.
said that in character, then yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, then no.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you, Renki? Did you say it out loud?
No, I don't. I believe it was Elwyn who said that, but anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm
Little
going
guy was
to go ahead, sorry.
Little guy was starting to say something, but he then shushes because we apparently did not talk this. So yeah, he was gonna mention something, but I guess not. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to try and not get distracted by this wonderful fan fiction talk and continue investigating this book, and if Thorin can assist me, that would be great.
Yeah. Adina
Yes,
dropping
let's do
nuclear jokes left and right.
Yep.
Okay.
Most important question: what is your favorite type of milk?
What is my favorite type of
You
milk?
asked this.
Who are you asking?
Everybody.
Oh,
Now,
Oh.
that's a very specific question you ask.
What do you mean different type of milk? Oh, you probably mean the animal, don't you?
There's no non-animal milk, right?
there's milk from cows, from goats, I know
Yeah.
some
And
people.
soy.
Oh my.
Adina, Adina, the little fey figure comes near you when you mention milk, and he says, "I once had in my family a certain elf woman. Like she was
Wow, wow,
magical.
wow, wow, wow.
You could
I
turn, you could turn from blue to red
This is
and
turning into one of
gray,
those fan fiction. Okay.
Uh-huh.
almost like she could change after every season."
Uh-huh.
And my father used to call her milkmaid. Oh,
Is
That's
it
exactly what's
because
in Elvish Paradise.
no.
is that what the story of? And he points to you, Elvin, and he says, "Is that what your story is about?"
The story of
Elwyn just pointedly ignores it.
If the little imp is near me, I'm gonna smack it and just give it the eye.
Capital, capital punishment. Nice.
I'm back to drinking. I've been sad enough. Now I'm back to drinking. I took one of the big mugs and I'm filling it with my own booze.
As you do that, a voice comes behind you, a little sharper voice. It says, "Hey, drinking again, are we?" And it's that same guy who's patrolling the court of air that you just fought, Mr. Fair Hand Job. And he's giving you a smirk, like, he got away with something. And he's
This
like,
guy again.
"Drink for me,
Uh,
help me."
and like
Dude,
I ask, I ask Clon, can I have a mug too?
Yeah, sure. You want some of my stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be a little harsh,
I don't.
but
I don't
gives
usually
a
drink.
nice
I
kick.
don't usually drink, but this seems like
Oh, then
as
it's
good
gonna
an
be
occasion as
great.
another.
It's gonna be great for you.
chastise hand job, we will drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I,
points two
I
fingers at you. "Do for me." And he just goes around doing his rounds.
I'm gonna throw a hand axe to the wall, just out, just near him.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully
So
not hitting him.
no, definitely not. He had. I already said he had started to go away. So you hit him, like where he is, but he's like gone. So it hits like 4 or 5 inches left to the door of it. So and
Why
very
don't we
comically,
introduce? Why don't we introduce this fake creature to that foreign creature and just let them hang out with one another and leave us be? Have you guys
Yes,
tried that?
no.
yes.
That's not even a bad idea.
I don't know what
Uh,
you're having, but I would like some Lagavulin right now.
And on that point, my lady Elvin, I did notice that you asked Claus for his home brew, whereas I have undoubtedly mentioned to you that I have the best single malted liquor in
Okay,
all of
yeah.
Northwest
We could
Wales.
we could mix it to get a better brew. Yeah,
I
Mix
I
it?
get you.
Mix it? I'd rather slash my wrist than mix it with anything but water.
Apparently, this guy is not into cocktails.
Amazing.
I,
Single
I, I
malt does
like
not go into cocktails.
take out like a hand axe and look at Renki like, should I go and slash the wrist so that we can have booze?
No. That's another type of cocktail which you will need blood for, but I don't think that's
I heard
necessary for this in this case. And I'm sure
cocktail.
Lagavulin is a nice thing. Some things are not meant to be mixed in other drinks.
I don't care which of you gives
Yeah,
me what. Just give me a drink right now.
there's
It's the
already like
bar, isn't it?
a nearly full mega pint full of, you know,
Make a
uh,
fight
You were
again.
gone, and the same joke was used. I love it that it has came
We are
back.
all so up to date with the times.
no, I just heard it while I think you and Kunj were talking, right? Or
No,
you and Araknyd were talking. I don't know.
Victor said that.
No. You were talking in the other channel, I think, on Pigeon Killers,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
I heard a snippet.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what that means.
Oh, okay, fine. Gotcha. It's about the case thing, but yeah.
Chronic case.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
point.
so he was drinking it, and the prosecutors tried to change the narrative by saying he was having a mega pint. So he just have a laugh. Yeah, I was having a tall glass of drink. So he tried
Okay.
to blow it out of proportion. So it has become a huge meme.
Yeah, it's a huge
Don't worry,
meme
don't
now.
worry. In less than a year, Netflix is going to come out with a documentary for all of this. तो तब डिटेल में हम सब देखेंगे.
Binging with Babish will start his own show called Mega Pint.
Mega fun. All right. If now we can mega swap the topics.
Ah,
Yeah.
Nice.
Boo.
what is a shameless plug, sir?
Boo.
Nice.
And yeah, I rolled an 18 on investigation without the assist. So you can add the assist to this.
With the assist, it's gonna be the same because you get advantage, right?
Yeah.
Huh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not Pathfinder. Pathfinder, you get +2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was mixing the.
You got advantage.
Got it.
Unluckily for you, it's gonna be an 18, but 18 is gonna be enough. For the most parts, the book you squabble through, those 3, 4 books, they seems to be books ranging from topic to topic, but most of them, if not all, have this texture, this state which looks almost like it's withering. It feels very old. Most of these books aren't like even from the past decade or maybe something like that. These look fragile, almost like if you throw them in the air, half of the pages will come out. That's the first thing you notice, and as you start to read it, different books and what they are about, I've mentioned you the titles, seems to be pretty normal books, like nothing out of the sorts, except they're all banged up. uh, but besides these 3 books, there is also the manuscript. Let me know if you're gonna also investigate that, but other people are reading it. And the other 3 books, you don't have any idea. Maybe people have taken it when you were having the conversation, you don't know. But those 3 books seems pretty common, nothing else. Fourth book is in the property of the other 2 guys.
Then my next thing will be that I want to check if it has been magically tampered with, because apparently flying books are not normal. So if in any way
With
I
that,
can know that it's magically tampered with.
then
Like
18,
magic.
with an 18, I would say that you try to properly touch the book and try to see if there was some contraption. You try to see if the binder is in some shape or form normal or abnormal. You try to ruffle through pages. On a normal investigation, nothing seems to be out of ordinary. Everything is pretty straightforward. Do you have any other tools, any way you could check it further to see book is magical?
Not in my toolset.
5, 6 of you, and no one knows identify spell.
Oh wait, I
Sucks.
know.
No, identify.
No, it's a wild magic barbarian thing. I know a spell
Uh-huh.
if I'm 60 feet near it. If I choose to use that feature, but since
Uh,
I don't know much about books or magic, unless
uh-huh.
someone asks Claw in
Okay, so
person. Yeah.
let me get this straight. Do you have identify spell, or do you have the power of knowing if something in 60 feet of you is magical?
Wait, I'll read it to you. Give me a moment.
If you can ping it, it would be
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Magic awareness as an action, you can open
Yeah.
your awareness to the presence of magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell, magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. Yada yada yada.
एक बार डालना मुझे, just ping me
Yep,
the
yep, yep,
text message. I
yep,
want to
yep,
see
yep.
if it's different from identify. Elwyn, you have something like this, right?
Yeah,
That's for fae, fiends, undead, and all that. I
Right,
can I can find. It's primeval
right,
awareness.
right,
Stranger
right.
feature.
Yeah. Raise एक बार drop कर दो and I'll let you know.
I'll say this in character that this is stumping me. Upon reading the books, it makes little sense that they have any relation to each other, and they don't seem to be tampered with in any physical way. Seems like perfectly normal books. Just that, and I just take one of the edges of the pages and I just squeeze my fingers in between, and probably they become sand and just crumble in my fingertips with a little force.
Weren't these books dancing around on their own a moment earlier? Like, they're probably magical, which wouldn't be so far fetched considering it's Candlekeep, a place of wizards and books.
Can magic hold these books intact?
Probably there's magic for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Magic can do
I'm not
that,
the
huh?
one to ask though.
Magic can do everything, it seems.
Probably. Where's Metallus? You can ask him.
Yeah, Metalis was making funny noises and he left.
Raise,
Yeah.
whatever you are DMing me, you can say that out loud. You can be part of the investigation, and so
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, Claw is literally at the desk where we are
Yeah,
So Claw, you
drinking.
can
drinking. Yeah.
take the initiative, and if you want, you can do this thing. I'll
Yeah.
let you
Okay,
know how that.
so no, no. I'm saying it's the same thing. It's the same as what you were asking, right?
It's not the same thing as Elvin, and
No, no.
it
What
doesn't.
you were asking about some other spell. I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah, identify. It's a wizard spell. It's different. But what I'm saying is, if you want to do this, you could do this right now.
Oh,
You,
okay.
yeah, you don't have to be, uh, bookish or mechanical about it. You can
Yeah, yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's
give the.
nothing bookish about Claw. Come on.
That's why
Look
that's
at
what
the
I'm
guy.
saying. Yeah. So role plays why you could just say I just drink
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just ponder and yeah. So
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Renki was saying something.
No, no, I was just giving my thoughts so far. So
Oh,
I
okay.
was just saying that magic can my ending statement was magic can do a lot of things that I'm unaware of. Apparently,
yeah.
even
So
keep crumbling books intact and make them
yes.
fight like dogs in the air.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know much about books. I heard about it just this morning with you guys, but I I I know a little bit about magic, that it's there. Maybe I could see what it's about. I've it I sometimes it's happened that I can tell when magic is happening and what kind of magic it is if I let myself open up to it. It's something that I learned. In, well, let's not go into that.
I
I
think I
will.
dropped the map on the wrong layer. And
I would love to hear that story, and I almost take out my notebook and I say maybe now's not the best time, and I just keep my notebook on the table. And here, if you can make some sense of these, much
Yeah,
appreciated.
Claw just like wipes his nose and gets his face near this book, whatever it is, apparently a new invention or something, and he's gonna sniff at it and use the magical awareness thing, open myself up to any magic that is on there.
yeah. So Raze, as you come closer to it, with your ability of sense of smell, it smells spicy. You know, if
Uh,
a book could smell spicy, it smells spicy. So it makes you want to inquire it further to see. So the three books that are laid in front of you, uh, let me say out those titles again. I'm sorry, give me a second. Bruh, bruh, what? Yeah. The Great Realms in the Stars, you saw it roughly near the bar, dancing, if a book could dance. The Ascension of Vlaakith, on the cover, there appears to be a green colored elf. Maybe not a elf, maybe, you don't know. Uh, it was like trying to go bite someone's leg. And a third book called Tome of the Dragon, who was trying to escape. So these three books are
The
laid in
dragon
front.
one is the one that Claw cut, right? Using his hand axe. I
Yep.
threw one. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that you were trying to throw with the hand axe. So all three of these books smell spicy to you, but you take a moment more. Doesn't appear to be passing off any magical presence, though it does alarm your senses a little bit. But nothing of note, nothing special, nothing that could be a lead for you. But there's a fourth book that two gentlemen are reading. It's about two and a half page book. Its cover and pages are so huge that one person can't even read it properly. It's pretty, almost like uh, how different tourism have, these huge books, heavy cover books, and it's like one of those. Seems to be in a better position, not old like the other books. And that book that those two gentlemen are reading is giving a pretty magical presence.
What kind of magical presence?
It's hard to say.
No, because
It's
I can
it
identify.
doesn't. Yeah. It's hard to say because it doesn't attribute to a magical of school of magic. It's something weird.
So, just to recap, these
Like
books aren't magic.
three
Other
spicy the three books that were spicy doesn't have a magical presence in them, but they do give you a little alarming, ping. So it's not like it's nothing, it gives you a random ping. Something is there, but maybe nothing, maybe something, but a little ping, maybe something. But the fourth book, it's a little different. It doesn't have a magical school attributed to it. And as you are like drinking your third cup of beer, scratching your beard, uh, just like couple of moments ago, like half an hour ago, when you were pressing touching Adina's dark long scythe, it gives that same kind of aura, almost like the magic itself around is moving in a certain kind of way.
Hmm, yeah, I look at the others and I say, huh, this isn't this isn't uh, I don't know what you call, but it isn't a certain type of magic. That book, however, is very magic, but not the usual kind. Sort of like what a little or shy guy seems to have with a big scythe. It's sort of like that, but not the usual kind of magic like sort you guys use. I I don't think I'm making much sense, but hmm,
You're not.
yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. But yeah, not any magic that I've seen or possibly that's that could be taught or something.
You got all of that by just smelling the book?
What guy?
Yes, I um, I have nice smell. My friend used to say I could smell a hound from a mile off.
You know what this is? Some people can read by smelling.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to read though. I never learned.
It's okay. Reading's overrated anyway.
I need to make a note of this.
It's the guy who is a theater major.
If Claw ever dies, cut nose to attach to self, and then check for dependencies later on. Okay, anyway. Uh, Yeah, so Claw, very interesting things about your nose. Very fascinating. Would like to know more.
Like I said, that book, that fourth book, those two guys have. It's pretty magic.
The two books
Maybe
over there?
yeah.
There are those people with the manuscripts as well. We should get
The
our
one
hands
with
on
I
all of
think
these.
that's what he's talking about.
Oh, it's a It's a what? It's a
It,
A big
manuscript.
book. A big book, Lars.
Oh, okay. So this but big. Yeah, yeah.
it's
Then
it's a
okay.
menu of this in
It's the claws of
manuscript.
books.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
very interesting take. And I just get up from the table and I kindly ask the people if I could have a look at the manuscripts that they are reading. It's of utmost importance to Candlekeep.
Can you read the name on this tag
No,
on the token?
no.
Great. Okay.
Oh, it's great. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Give me a second. Okay. So these two gentlemen on a different perspective or a different look. The guy who you thought was male was actually a female, and the person you assumed to have luscious hair and was a woman was actually a guy. So you go
Never
to
assume, kids. Never
yeah,
assume.
never assume. You go to
Absolutely.
them and what do you say, Megaswap? Sorry, I was adjusting tokens.
So I was just gonna say that could I have a... I'm sorry to disturb you from your intense reading, but I need to... If you would allow me to have a quick look at these
No, no, go
manuscripts.
ahead, go ahead. Use the washrooms. We'll get aside,
Uh,
and they almost like put the books closely to them, like and gives you the way. Go ahead. It's quite all right, young man.
no, that's not... No, that's not what I was implying.
You don't want to go?
I wanted to read the manuscripts that you have in your hand.
Oh, this. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, you can read this. We have this book for 2 weeks, and uh, after 2 weeks, it will be back in Candlekeep. You're free to use this then.
I'm sure we could use this then, but we just need to have a quick look for about 30 minutes and then you can go about your day.
Make a persuasion check.
Bruh.
It's persuasion. It's not telling someone bhai shaadi kar le mujhse.
I
It's
know.
just yeah. It's like,
Renki with the amazing talking skills.
You probably lead an 11 or something.
Well
Is that
done.
bad? Do I need to jump in?
Great. Yeah, you can ask Adina. He could help you. But yeah, 12. He gives a look at you. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's doable. We can spare 30 minutes. He gives a look at her partner and he says, "No, his name is Weekend, so it feels like he says
Vegan? His name?
weekend. That's what she says.
We can,
We
okay.
can have lunch and let the gentleman. And she gives you a nod. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's okay. We can have some refreshments. And it's just be a little inconspicuous. And just here, we don't want to, end up finding you somewhere else.
No,
We just here.
we're right at this other table. I don't think you can lose us.
No, that's great. And go ahead.
Thank you so
And
much. Thank you so much.
she puts the books in your hand, and she holds your hand for like 1 second and then pinches it, gives you a look, and all right then, yeah, and turns back to his companion and yeah, sits on the other table behind you. Goes to the
Can I do
bar
an
right
insight check
here.
on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, how should I in this?
Awful
Okay,
lot of
so Renki, uh, okay. So when there are two bees and they like each other,
Huh?
Oh no.
Come on.
they flutter their wings.
Okay.
It gives you a strange sensation, like almost like she gives you a little smirk, but not not a vindicative smirk, not a narcissistic smirk, not making fun of someone's smirk, but a different smirk.
Would you say it's an inviting smirk?
Inviting smirk, yes. Almost feels like, huh, probably she wanna have a talk with me. Something like
Mm,
that. But she turns away and gives you a smile, and some people call it flirting.
hmm. Okay.
I would call it cheating on her boyfriend who's right there.
Oh, maybe they are.
maybe
Hey,
they're
they're
just
polygamous.
maybe they're poly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
polygamous.
That's
Yeah.
Oh
possible.
my god,
Eh,
polyamorous.
Elwyn, you should know. You have
Polyamorous.
siblings
to be fair.
who are
To be fair, Elwyn is drinking the
yeah, yeah,
the heavy drinks that
yeah.
Claw
I
makes.
think Victor
Yeah,
has
and
to
as
remind has to
Last
remind Elwyn
time,
of her
What
Renki.
backstory.
was that story about Elwyn and
Yeah,
Thousand
yeah,
Children?
yo, hold on. So like as this woman like says 30 minutes and moves away,
The diversion.
Elwyn's going to say like if they don't come back for it in 30 minutes, do we get to keep it for free?
Elwyn, Renki,
Exactly
what was
what
the
I was
story with
thinking.
Elwyn and Thousand Children?
What?
Ma'am, we're sitting right here. Uh, would prefer if you use your time. Make
Right.
sure you know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
dealing with.
yeah, yeah. Victor, I would definitely want to tell this story about the 1,000 children, but we have only time is at hand. And I give it to
Yeah.
Claw. I give it to Claw immediately. Here, smell
DM,
it.
DM wants to say something, and we only have Raze for probably today. So
yeah,
please make a decision so we can do some proper action. Is what I'm just gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's go.
smell
Let's go.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's hasten this. Yeah.
Yes. I
yeah,
hope
yeah,
everyone plays till
Smell.
12:30 today, man. We can progress a little today. Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. I'll smell it and go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's giving magic, but not regular coin. I'll say.
It's pointing us towards anywhere.
Huh? Sorry.
Is it pointing towards anywhere? This magic, a location or anything? Do you
Is
get
it
a
is
sense
it
of that?
is it pointing towards anything, Leo?
Doesn't seems like
As in a location.
doesn't seem like that, or you are not even confident that you could probably find something like that with your ability. So,
Hmm. I I I don't think it's a pointing magic. It's a magic, but it's something that's that's not vanilla in magic terms. I say it's it's not regular. It's it's like when when a tiger and a lion have a kid, and it's a liger, so it's not regular. It's kind of like that, I guess.
Let's have a look at what it says.
okay, so the book,
Wow.
which is now in the hands of Renki, Thorin, and
So, lion and tiger, like liger. So, manuscript and books. Interesting.
Renki. No, no,
Manux.
don't add this kind of
Books.
information in your book. What if the trees learn something very perverted from you? What if
Well,
you're
Helping the
supposed
I
trees
didn't
come
know
out
that.
of the closet.
helping a 8,000-year-old kid get a date? With
Hmm.
whom? That's the question. With whom? We should have let that hand job actually remain a pineapple. Then maybe pineapple and tree could have
No,
a
no.
ceremony of
We
sorts.
just need a pineapple, apple, and pen.
No.
No.
Ah,
Oh my
Okay, I
god.
had fun. Bye bye.
Renki, no.
Pineapple apple pen.
Oh no.
Apple pen. Okay, so this you have this book in front of you. Let's pivot. Let's pivot, guys.
Yes.
Okay, so you have this book in front of you.
I
It's like a worn brown leather, you know, like it's. But as you take the leather out and you properly see, the outside leather is very worn and it's like, you know, almost tattered. But the book and the cover and everything inside is like pristine. It's just the outer book cover, you know. Let's say the book has a book cover which is
hmm.
separate from the book, so the this leather cover is very old but the book seems to be very like fresh, like almost like it's minted 2 days ago, very fine, very crisp, or probably could have been in a very good position by these people, or just not, you know, read. But there lies this book. It reads Mass Froth's Mighty Digression.
What?
Mass
Mighty
Froth
digression.
Mighty Digressions, yeah. I'm gonna type the name in Roll20. Yeah.
What kind of
Mass.
digression would be so mighty than our D&D campaigns?
Are you
Oh,
Yeah,
roasting
no,
our
that's
own
me
game?
playing in character.
Okay.
D&D.
Okay. MMD. MMD. Let's go. So Renki, as you open this book, seems to be very fresh, and it seems to be a journal. Like I said, this is a manuscript. It's written by someone. It's not, you know, tools are not used to, you know, put the ink on the paper like, you know, the Gutenberg method or something else. It's written by someone, and the writing inside is messy and hasty. You know, if you want to take a moment to read about it, let me know.
yeah, I do want to spend whatever time
Okay. Okay.
is that I have.
Make an investigation check as well. I want to see how much you can skim in 5, 10, 15 minutes, and let's see what you are able to
Can
heal.
Thorin do so as well, or is it an take advantage that I'm helping you?
uh Renki already went, so if someone else wants to go, they can do their own checks now. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry to be a little trivial
No,
about
no, no.
rules, but yeah.
So what is this investigation, right?
Investigation
Investigation.
to peruse through the book. That's pretty
Ooh,
nice. 19.
nice. Very
Okay,
nice.
so as you read this book, uh, you take notice of, like it mentions magic and weave. Weave is this unseen web around you, which arcanists and wizards are able to seep into. It's like, imagine you are Neo and you got into the software, the Matrix, and you are able to piece out things, and you are able to convert the web of magic into spells, and this weave lets you cast arcane spells. So this talks about the arcane weave magic sides. You also, there's another chapter, there is also mention of lycanthropy and its origins. There is mentions of wolves, hybrids. There are mentions of lions. There's mentions of jackals. There's mention of rat people too. Hybrids, people who can shift, vampires, wolves. It goes in detail about lycanthropy and its origins, and it mentions uh, the god who is pertain to lycanthropy, and what was his name? Sorry, it's wait. What was his name? I'll write that in chat, but let's move on from the name. Sorry, my notes are, I don't know. Let's see. So I'll let you know in the name of the god, but it mentions lycanthropy and how lycanthropy has gone through the ages. It mentions about these hybrids that they can turn. It mentions that a god had hand in it, that it's a gift, Some people say it's a curse, and then the guy Masfroth's own interpretation of his own views, and he talks about that it could be an evil god, or it could be a way to make conflict arise in human beings, someone that can't be trusted, so stuff like that. And
So
it's not
Masroth is not the lycanthrope god, right?
no, Masfroth is the author of the book.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will also say, since investigation check Renki, you start to sorry, Thorin, I'll just yeah. So Renki, as you open the book, it on the top of the book, it's written the name of the author just below, the just above the name of the title. It says Masfroth Gertrude. Let me be very certain what I wrote. But yeah, so the author name is Masfroth Gertrude, and the book's name is Masfroth's Mighty Degradation, which was kind of apparent as you read about the lycanthropy, that he mentions stuff, and then it's very apparent that it's his own interpretation, but it's also very scientific. So he takes science, he puts the facts, and then he writes his own interpretation. uh, and yeah, it talks about lycanthropy and how it used as a tool to influence and change people's mass for the rights. I suspect it's a tool used by these gods who manipulate people who can be binded to their will, because these appears to be sheep living with the people, trusted by no one. So they end up finding anyone that they could preach towards, and they could be used as a tool for the deranged class of society, which is basically the politicians and killers and whatnot. So his own interpretation is that maybe they are brought up from the evil god, but right now, since no one trusts them, they are used in the gutters of society, and stuff like that. So it mentions that. And with the 19, I was saying maybe I should tell this with 20, but I suppose let's have a go at it. Okay, so it mentions the magic and the weeb. It mentions lycanthropy and its origins and its interpretation. And okay, uh, okay, it also mentions that a little bit of the gods that it created were also in alliance with the demon lords of abyss. So maybe there is a connection. So maybe the gods were trying to side with the demon lords to get upper hand at the lawful or good gods. So yeah, it mentions magic in the weep. You've mentioned lycanthropy and its origins, and thirdly, what I wrote down in my notes is mentioned demon lords of the abyss. If you got 20 plus, I would have given you the fourth information too, but this is the summary of it is what you get after reading it for 10-15 minutes. Thorin, yeah.
This is quite the book. It's fascinating. It's a little scary, to be honest. I've not seen its like before.
Right. And I look at some of the pages and oh, this looks kind of familiar. Wait, like these
Exactly.
creatures look similar to Claw in some way.
Well, Claus people are born and they have a kinship with animals such as lions. But this is a transformation that they speak of humans or any other kind of race, maybe even wolves. I'm not sure about elves, but who turn into wolves or like wolf men or rat men.
I see.
Claw has a hand up when Thorin says his people and says, "What do you mean, my people?"
Aren't you a Leonid?
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen my mom or Mida. I lived my whole life.
Why do you change your accent to Scottish all of a sudden?
You are Scottish from the start.
Yeah, Claw is someone who has Scottish ancestry, and I was trying to phase it out, but then I tried using it. I don't know.
Victor, please be gentle. He's trying, and dude, your Scottish accent is great. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
sorry,
just
carry
says.
on.
Yeah, he just says. I've never seen me more, Mida.
Sorry, out of character. You are a Leonid, right?
I'm a shifter, but I decided that it was a mix between a wolf and a lion because who cares?
Oh,
Oh.
Out of character, you can twist this whatever you want. You don't have to 100% give your backstory, but like, yeah, let it come
Yeah,
out in story in whatever way you want. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. That's all he says. That he doesn't know his mother or father. He's
sorry.
always been he's always been with the nature.
Sorry, I did not mean to assume anything, Claus. I have seen people who look like you, and maybe
Oh,
one day you will as well.
okay. I couldn't give a fuck.
Well then,
That's an attitude, my friend.
learning lots about each other.
Gua- Guakward, Guakward asks you a question, Thorin, and he says, those people you mentioned, were they animal all the time, or for certain periods of time, like
This
hybrids and
mentions a
whatnot?
transformation. This mentions a
Oh,
transformation.
where
Something.
did you see this?
I haven't seen this transformation. It's there in this book. Walk. Please stop
Okay,
derailing our conversation.
no,
This book also goes. Go
because
on.
I've seen someone who became animal in the bed. I thought it's something like that. Oh my bad.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You saw
Who was that?
someone turn an animal in the bed, huh?
Which bed?
Yes.
Okay.
And
My
Thorin
bad.
finally catches on. Awkward. Stop derailing our conversation.
Who
I'm
would this
This
little imp shag? Like a rat or something?
no, Claude, don't worry too much about him. I'm
Oh, that no, it was a fellow sprite. She was small, much
good
smaller
to
than
know.
me, and then she
Good
turned,
to know. Good to know. We we
She
we.
turned
and
into
then
an
she turned.
animal.
Yes, she
What?
turned
Did
into a
she turn
water
into a
nymph.
fly?
She turned into a water nymph.
What a nymph. Great. Interesting. Phase can turn into other creatures. How fascinating. Renki puts his notebook back and closes it after taking that note and okay. Good to know. Uh
Hear this. Hear this. This book also talks about these lichen people sort of infiltrating society as well, the proverbial wolf among sheep, and sort of like, setting themselves as tools for influence. I don't know. There's some more gibberish over here about alliances with lords of the abyss, but I'm not really sure what that means.
Lords of the Abyss. Oh, that's interesting. I don't. Could I know that if anything is again? Do these manuscripts in any way have any connection with the books that we have, either magical or instrumental, physical?
As a mountain dwarf, I would know about Drugars and the abyss and the Underdark, right? Because racially we have a problem with them. Right?
Yeah, you would
Yeah, I would.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, okay, maybe I preface that with a bit more information. I'm not really sure what else there is to know. I know there's an abyss and I know there's an underdark. There are certain dwarven communities where You have entire lower levels given to the Underdark. Things are really wonky down there. And some really powerful, shady, powerful magic exists over there. So this might be a bit more serious than just books flying around and nipping at people's ankles.
You're probably right. I just have a very bad itch behind my mind thinking hopefully this is not related to
Must
fist hand.
must hurt. You can't scratch that, right?
No, don't need to scratch that. Your hands are big enough to crush my skull. I think I'm good for now.
Oh, I guess that boy could do it. And I point at Victor. He has dainty fingers, I guess.
Oh, Victor has never really offered to scratch my head before.
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
You help your friend.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then I cock my head back a little bit and just let my hair loose. Well,
Dig my nails like hard and I claw into his hand, like dig it into his hair.
I heard that.
How
I
does
dig
that
my
feel
nails.
now? Does that feel like does it feel? Should I like tell me how should I like shake it more?
yeah,
Where
I
fast enough?
nah,
A dig it further?
you
Do I
know,
pull the hair?
nah,
This is how it should happen, right?
sure. I've man, and I'm really wishing the name of Claw should have been given to you. That's a tight grip you have there.
Right. Actually, I'm enjoying this. I can do this all day.
Nah, it's perfectly all right. It's wow. I'm feeling so much better now.
This is what friends do, right?
Yeah, I mean totally. But you might want to be a little more gentle, maybe.
Right.
Pressure, okay.
Okay.
You feeling all right, Renki?
Oh,
Oh, I can see some blood. I can see some blood on your head.
yeah. It's sort of acupuncture. I get that.
Huh?
It happens to me a lot.
Acupuncture, it's something like a book.
It's something where you put tiny holes in your body and sometimes blood
I
comes
know.
out, but it's good for you. So yeah, Victor, thanks. And then I quickly just check
Anytime
my
you can.
blood pressure. Am I losing too
I'm
much
always
blood?
available to do this if you want me to do it again anytime. Just
Yeah, I mean you could use that for a lot of other things except for your friends. Ah,
right.
that this guy needs it, the Fey guy, whenever he wants to, talk a lot.
I'm just a baby.
Oh no.
Is the
Just a
imp near me?
baby.
Is the imp near Claw?
The sprite is hovering around 1-2 foot around everyone's arm reach. So if you wanna smack him, you can, but he will be more
Lovely.
depressed.
Yeah, but, unless he was like right next to Claw, I don't think Claw will smack him away.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, I am stumped, guys. I the only thing I can think of is that this might have in some kind of demonic connection in some way, but other
I
than
guess
that,
then demons. Do you know anything about it? Claw like looks at Victor.
What?
Victor is the tiefling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know anything about demons?
About tieflings. You're talking to me about my species.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I would love to help you, but I didn't grow around or meet another one of my kind. Unfortunately, I was born uh, to a human family.
Ah.
Okay.
Damn. Mama Delacroix, what did she do? Or who did she do?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever Mama Delacroix did.
So what made you grow these horns? Which laboratory were you gene spliced from?
Renki, I already explained my origin story to you like 2-3 times.
Yeah. McFanderson, as you mentioned, the word demon, it's almost like you get a faint aura movement from around the book.
Huh. I'll say demon again to see if it happens again.
It happens again.
Do I feel anything since I'm holding the book as well, or Renki?
Renki's holding the book. I would say you're holding the book because you were the second one to go to investigate and
Uh-huh.
investigate. It's like, hmm, it's like you have a boot in your hand, right? And you have placed it invertedly on the ground. It feels like the anklet is moving, the metaphoric anklet of the boot. So, what I meant to say it, you feel a little bit action in the spine. Why did not? Why did I not just say that? You feel a little action in the spine, spine of the book.
And what's an anklet of a boot?
Yeah, man, some crazy science technology. Who are you asking this to? There is no DM in front of you.
But um, I say, yeah, basically,
You
this
both
looks like a
feel
mighty fine candidate for a cursed item. I'm just calling all this hullabaloo.
Oh, and by the way, demon. I say, you feel that?
Yes, I can definitely feel something in the book. This book
you feel
is
a little twitch. You feel a little
this
twitch. And I'm just assuming when you say demon, you mean the god I mentioned or something like that. Or the names or like anything. But at this point of time, even at the mention of as you mentioned, lycanthropy or something, it blips.
has this odd twitch whenever certain words are mentioned. I mean, this book is attuned to its surroundings. It probably knows it's being read as well.
I mean, if I'm a lycanthrope, like you said, maybe if I hold this book, maybe something will happen.
To give it a shot, I snap the book shut and I hand it to you.
I'm holding it with like 2 or 3 fingers, a little beside me. So
Yeah,
nothing.
pretty pretty common book.
I mean,
Try
I will.
saying those names again. Try saying those names again.
Oh yeah,
See if you feel it in your hand.
yeah. I say a couple of those names.
Did you feel that?
Nothing, nothing,
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh,
Did you feel that?
no.
What the hell?
Maybe it's just on you, and I give him back.
What the hell, indeed. The book snaps shut on your hand. There's a little bit of pain, kind of similar to what exactly happened to you with the mimic and the book thing. It just snaps on your hand, and you feel like there is some scratches on your hand. It's the nails or something is dugging inside your hand, but it doesn't seems like nail. It seems like finger, and it's like someone is trying to dug it out around, and there is this lathery thing of ectoplasm going around. It's weird. It's like something is moving around inside, and as you touch it, it gets a little acidic feeling around your hand. It's almost like something is frying and you have put your hand inside a frying oil, and as you take it out, someone has dropped some acid onto it. It's weird. It feels
It's
hot,
not. It's not.
burning.
It's not leaving my hand.
It's not leaving your hand.
I'll bang it on the table as hard as I can.
Go ahead and make a
What roll?
initiative. What else?
Initiative.
Initiative roll. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
All of us. or just
Depends. You can all make initiative roll.
20.
All right.
wow.
Great. I'll just. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
nat
well.
20. Nice.
Thorin got 22. Okay. Why is there two Thorins I gotta remove?
Oh my god.
Oh, insane.
Lovely.
Two natural 20s. Let's go,
Holy
baby.
shit. Never
Okay.
have I seen this.
Okay. Claw. Okay. Thorin is coming twice. Claw 20. Okay. Okay. Adina is 12. As it said 10. Okay, that's a fucking 12. Okay. Dude, books, man. You can't trust books in Candlekeep.
You
I
can't
think that's what.
you can't trust books anywhere.
Wait, Thorin, you got a 22 or a 19? Oh, that's investigation.
That's
So who's
investigation.
left? Someone is left. 3, 4. Someone is left, right?
Yeah, Elwyn,
Elwyn,
Victor,
Elwyn here?
Victor, yeah.
Victor is gone. He said BRB 3 minutes ago. Elwyn, are you here, buddy? Hey, buddy. Araknyd.
I think he's asleep.
Araknyd. My dear four-legged friend. Is he really?
Can you hear him snoring?
Nope.
Okay, great. And we lost him. Oh,
Nice. Combat has started and we have 2 people shot. This is nice. This is nice. Regardless, this is Claw McFangerson. Even though you are at 12, you will be the going first.
I'm at 20.
Yeah. Wait. What?
I'm at 20.
Oh right, that's Dina. Yeah, you're gonna go first. You people are gonna act on the second round of initiative. This time it's just Claw, and let me roll something. I think I'm not gonna pull the token right now. Mm, Okay. Great. So this guy's initiative is 3. Okay, let's go. All right, so Claw, you are sitting here trying to find what the fuck is going on. This books feels spicy. This books feels different. This books feels like you are able to resonate with it. Often when you use certain kind of terms, but when you hold it in your hands, it's almost like the blimp is gone. The notification is gone. It doesn't respond to it. You try to instigate it the second time, nothing. And as you're just trying to leave it, it just opens and snaps onto your hand. And yeah, let's go. What you're doing? The book is right in your arms, and it's squiggling and it's twisting and turning, and the teeth feels like fingers, and the fingers seems like they're digging into your hand, almost trying to these bony fingers trying to dig around your skin. What are you doing?
Damn it, I don't want to go into a rage, but I think if I'm getting hurt, I will sort of go into a rage. So I'll go into a rage using my bonus action, and I'll try to smack it onto the table. Just hit it on hit the spine of the book on the edge of the table so that it falls down. Hopefully.
Go ahead,
Okay.
hit it on the table. Okay, so I would say just make a dex check.
Dex or a strength?
I'll say dex. Not a saving throw, just a dex check. You were trying to hit your arm, like the spine of the book to the table, but it's rapidly moving. It's like it's trying to, it's very hard to put it in place. It's trying to move a little bit and it's trying to take you with it. It's almost like someone twice your weight and you're already very strong, is trying to, pull your shoulder out of your socket, and the hand is moving a lot. Your right hand, your main hand.
Nat 20.
Okay, so as you do it, you throw yourself onto the
Let's go.
table. You throw yourself on the table to just to make sure you have your whole body weight, just not your arms and your shoulder. And with your whole physique, you are able to, just trying to squeeze it and just try to hold it, try to asphyxiate it on the table, and just to make sure that you have the high ground, you have the upper ground. And as you do it, it hits on the table, and it almost like something squiggly is moving inside, and it turns into a fucking book, just opens up suddenly, and it turns into a fucking bat staring right in your face. His hand has this claws, very small bat. It's almost like 3-4 inches, but his claws are almost the size of his own body frame. So it's like an 8-inch figure with 4 inches of claws, and it's very putrid, very broken, and very almost like, it's like a hybrid of sorts. It's very difficult to perceive what it is in the moment, but it means you trouble. This time, let's go ahead and see what you're trying to do. What's your action? I'll
Uh,
say you're able to. So it has a grasp over your wrist on a right wrist. Even though you are able to hit it, and it has turned into a bat, it is still clawing to you. So go ahead and.
okay, fine. I'll do a reckless attack with my great axe, which I have on my back. So
Uh huh.
that's with advantage, right? Yeah.
Araknyd, are you here? Are you sleeping?
I'm here. I'm here,
Oh,
dude.
you're
Like,
here.
what to do, dude? Work calls.
All right, all right, all good. Can you manage a little bit with us?
Yeah, yeah. So they're like they won't be calling anymore. But I'm like I'm working on the side. Yeah, I can.
हाँ चलो यार कोई नहीं मैनेज कर लो आज रेज है थोड़ा.
Huh.
All right. So
Control initiative, right? Sorry.
yeah, you heard what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as your
I
friend tried to wiggle himself around, make sure he hits the spine to the table. It turns into a bat. This 4 inches bat with 4 inches claws. It's very putrid, very broken, very twisted. It's unlike you have anything you have seen, and it's almost reminds you of uh, some tales that you might have heard from your grandmom or someone. And I say this generally to everyone.
Okay.
That
Can I roll something?
yeah, make you did initiative, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be your turn in a moment. It's gonna be your turn in a moment. Or
Yeah.
did you mean to know this bat?
Yeah. To know the bat.
Go ahead, make a nature check.
Nature.
And as you do that, I'll tell that on your turn. But yeah, you rolled a 14.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second. Let me pull out his stats and whatnot just to see one of his
16.
abilities, which I am. What do you mean 16?
He got a 16
Yeah.
on nature
Oh,
check.
right, right. Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. Shit. Bruh.
Oh wait, I flew into a rage. I should have rolled the wild magic search. Fuck.
You didn't go into rage,
So,
huh? You didn't want to.
Oh no, but I if it was attacking me, I said I would have gone into a
Okay.
rage.
Okay, okay.
yeah, 14 hits him. The bat's AC seems to be a little less. The 14 hit him. How do you hit him? On his. Where exactly do you hit him?
I think right across its arms,
Okay.
one of its
One of his
claws.
claws.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I got a 6 on my wild magic search, so everyone within 10 feet of me and me get a bonus 1 to their AC. Uh, until my rage ends, I am surrounded by multicolored protective lights, and everyone within 10 feet of me get 1 to their AC, and bonus to their AC, along with me as well.
All right. And if you get hit, does that go away or does it
No,
stay?
no, it stays with everyone
Stayed for a whole round or.
till my rage ends.
Oh, that's amazing. That's brilliant. So yeah,
Can you put
everyone
that
could.
rollable table on like Roll20
Yeah,
itself and like just roll it from here? That would be funny actually.
yeah,
Sorry, what?
Nothing, nothing. Never mind. I forgot you're only here for today.
Yeah.
yeah. It's all good. It just roll the link, 5e2's link or whatever you are using, just so if someone wants to have a read at it, they can, even the DM. But as you do it, yeah, if the 14 hits him, uh,
Damage?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
The 6 is from the wild search now. The
Yeah,
14 hits, so you're
yeah.
gonna
The six
make.
is from the wild search.
So
Yeah.
click at the gray text, the pink text you see in the chat itself. Oh, that's a 13 plus 6. Oh, that's a 19. Okay. Okay, that's
No,
a
no, no, no,
lot.
no. That's not a 13 plus a 6. It's just a 13. The 6 was the wild search table.
Plus
Oh,
two
It's
from
right.
even
rage,
like
no,
that.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
plus 2 from the rage, so 50.
Yeah, 50, even
Nice.
15 is very commendable. So as you do with this 8 inches bat is clawing at you and you have the upper hand. You were able to put him in such a way that you took the advantage and you attacked it. As you use your hand axe to try to cut the claw which is grasping you, and as you do it, it hits the claw and right in front of your eye it's like poof, the bat is gone. There is this ectoplasm blue color almost like an aura emanating away you. There was a chance you were thinking that it was mimic. It's not, it's something else, this ectoplasm image, and it's almost like it's moving, it's almost like hovering in the air, and it's have a jellyish texture around you, and as you hit it, yeah, it feels like it took a lot of damage, but also somehow with the how its texture of body is, it seems like it did not do as much as damage that it should have. But that's amazing. That's great. Okay, so on this term, it's just these two of the Raze and this book. All of you will go in the next round. So on his turn, you'll see something around him. It's moving around. I think I should put the photo. I'll use Discord for that because man, importing stuff is is not there. Give me a second. Okay, save images or should I copy? Damn. Okay. Yeah, I've posted in Discord what it looks like. It's like this ectoplasm of energy of this texture which almost like a jelly like presence. Even less than a jelly, it's almost like you can put your hand through it, and now that you're able to, your hand axe is able to go through it, it almost like it went exactly through him. There was a bit of friction or resistance coming from his body, but it almost went through it. It took some damage. It was fluttering, like almost like you put electrical cords in someone, and you can see the vibrations going across them, the rhythmic erratic patterns of its texture. You saw that, you did a mark, but it did not do as much as you thought it would do. And it, it composes itself, the rhythm just stops, and then a whitish bluish aura which it was composed of ends up becoming a purplish hue, a dark purplish hue, almost like black, but not quite so, and it envelops around your hand, which is near the wrist, and this, it's almost like someone has thrown paint over your hand. It's gonna cast energy drain. It's gonna be
Oh god.
plus 4 to attack, and let's go. Everyone has nice easy. Why did not it go through? I clicked it.
Very nice.
Everyone's rolling a natural 20. I'm here with a natural fucking one. Brilliant. This is nice. This is nice.
It
I mean,
do
to be
Yep.
fair, it is attacking. So
it do be like
Yeah.
that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes. Yeah, and it for a moment it feel like a bit of you is going through it. It's almost like someone has opened a mini black hole, and your whole soul is sucked into it. It almost like you wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning with a sudden change of heart, and it's more morbid. It's like, your heart is sunken, and as you try to hold on to yourself, I've fought better bitches than this little bulb of light in the air, and you're able to compose yourself, and yeah, nothing happens. Top of the round, uh Renki, you see your friend struggling with this book. Book turns into a bat, a conglomerate of shapes, and as he hits him, claw McFangerson, the bat itself changes into this ectoplasm. And I have dropped the photo in Discord. What do you do?
Uh, I am going to slash it with my hand axe.
Okay, everyone.
Is it detached from a claw at this point?
Good question. Good question. No.
It's not.
Not even with a nat 20. Wow, this guy is clingy.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay. So okay. Um that is going to be a little bit difficult for me then.
As you are looking at it, some of its body is wrapping itself on Claw's hand. Maybe the mark that you made on him, something came out of it, probably a liquid or something. It feels like his hand is covered in black colored ink. So it's a little tricky. What do you do? Do you hit it with the hand axe? Let's go fast. What are you doing?
Yeah, give me a second.
Thorin, you are after him. Elwyn, you're on the deck. Please think
Yep.
something.
When's my turn then? Like,
After this guy, Thorin.
cool.
Renki, then Thorin, then Elwyn.
Okay, I'm just going to use this. Did it come on the... No, it did not. I did not. Oh, sorry. Huh. So I'm going to take out my some of my test tubes and pour a stream of acid on the floor, and as my bonus action, I'll just prompt Claw to put his hand gently into that, and hopefully the creature might jump off.
What is this? Is this acid or poison?
It's acid. A stream of acid
Okay.
emanates from you
Okay.
in a 30 feet long and 5 feet wide direction.
Yeah, Victor, all of your spells are recovered. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Yeah. Everyone should be full except except the folks who had a brawl last session. So yeah. All right. So as you do it, you throw your test tube near this guy. In a flare of revolt, and this stream of acid, yellow-colored acid, goes on this person, and it's just like he's coated with this blast of acid. It's covered with this yellow-colored goo, and it just drips down the hand of your friend too. The guy, it's almost like it's staring yourself, if it could metaphorically. If he had eyes, he could stare at you. It's almost like it's unfazed. Nothing happened to him. It's almost like there's a voice coming inside, and there's some ripples. His texture and his form that was a spherical ball, like it turns and twists like almost like a triangle. It's almost like a Beyblade. It's like twisting and turning, and then it like almost like it turns inside out. And as you see it's back again as a claw, sorry, a bat, and he has this claw in front of you, but it still has this form, this weird ectoplasmic form, like almost of no texture. It's almost like you can put your hand through it, and it can go through it, and it just becomes this energy of sorts staring at you. It visibly shakes for a moment, and then it corrects itself. Even to you it feels like it did not do as much as you thought it would be. How much damage is that?
Dex saving throw and then 2d4.
Oh, right. I think I'll do GM roll. Okay. What am I rolling? That's a
Dex.
dexterity check, yeah? Yeah. Cool. That's a +2. Okay. 12 for your DCs. Yeah, it still fails. So, yeah. So, go ahead, man. Make 2d4. Oh, it takes at every turn. Okay, cool. Go ahead, Renki. Roll 2d4 for me. Claw McFangerson, I also want you to roll the same.
Dex save.
One
Yep.
second. Hold on. Why are we rolling damage?
Because the acid hit him,
Covered
na?
in acid.
I did not put acid on him. Just to be clear. What I
Okay.
did was I put acid 30 feet in front of me in an open space, and I, as my bonus action, I said to Claw that try and dip your hand in this. Just not to burn yourself, only to burn this fellow, which is stuck to his hand. That's what I did.
Okay. It's a little bit confusing. So, you are doing an action and you're hoping next turn Claw moves himself and throws himself into it.
Yes, it's all
Is that what
hoping.
you're trying to-
Yes, I'm hoping.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay even if you put it on me because I have good dex and I have advantage on all dex saves.
He doesn't know that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying out of that.
I mean, in character, Renki is thinking that if I don't want to harm Claw, just in general. So just instinct-wise, he just does this. So yeah.
All right. So so when you okay, gotcha. I thought when you said you're gonna make him dip, I thought both of them will be dipped or okay.
No,
Cool. So
I don't want to like dip it on him. It's his choice.
right then. I'll say
I mean, if he animalistically wants to put his entire fist in it, that's his choice.
You know that's what he'll do.
Yeah, he'll have to do Dex saving throw again.
Yeah.
We might as well do
sure. Yeah. Claw, is that what you're trying to do on your turn?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Cool. Then let's move to your turn in like 2 turns. And that's a 4. And yeah, cool. Thorin, let's go, man. Your turn. You see this
So where is
ectoplasmic
this?
image?
It's
This
still
is
on
right
his
in
hand.
front of. It's still on this hand, and the guy is right in front of you near the table. Yeah.
So I'll be sitting on the table. Probably I'll use a little bit of my action to move in, and since it's on his hand, I won't hit it with anything. Well, even a dagger does that much damage. No, I will hit it with my hand axe.
Great.
And put a booming blade into it.
Great.
Does a
Everyone
14
loves
hit?
everyone loves a hand job and a hand axe. Apparently, 3 hand axes in the turn.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, 14 hits, man. Let's go. 14 hits him. Make the damage roll.
Yeah. And if he willingly moves, even 5 feet, he gets 1d8 thunder damage. I can roll for that later.
Yeah.
This is booming blade.
As this ectoplasmic bat is fluttering near the hand of Claw, Thorin comes up and he tries to cleave in the half. Thorin, it's very easy. It's almost like a hot spoon or a hot knife goes through a butter. It just very easily goes through. It's almost like there is little to no defense, coming from him, and it just splits and just goes through it. It splits in two, and as your hand axe goes through it, it just like combines into itself and it becomes one again. It seems to take a little bit of damage as you hit him. It flutters, but it starts to coagulate back into its form. You expect to do a little bit damage to him. It seems it took a little less than what you expected.
And
Elwyn,
was
let's
Claws
go.
hurt? Claws wasn't hurt.
Claus wasn't hurt with this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll quickly draw my bow and I'll knock an arrow to it. And this is kind of close quarters, so it's a little awkward. But Elvin's not put off by that. She's pretty. She's a good muck. And so I'm going to like try and hit the ectoplasmic thingy. I'm not even sure if arrows will hit it, but I'll do my best.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll, yeah. Oh, 24 easily hits him. And it's like it goes through him. There is a little bit of resistance. And the next second it just goes through him, it hits the wall. There is
Okay.
a bit of purplish ectoplasm on the arrow, but then it fizzles away.
Right. And
Again, they,
as yeah. Please finish. Then I have
no,
some
no,
more
that,
also. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, and as this happens, Elvin like says something in Elvish. Like if anybody understands Elvish, they will basically hear Elvin say, "I need you." And what happens is that like just as the arrow passes through the ectoplasm, like from like near the arrow, like behind the ectoplasm, like three tiny red birds will like materialize and like start like flutter over to the ectoplasm and like start pecking at it,
Yeah,
and it
that's
does
nice.
that much damage.
How much is that? If you can, how much damage is that?
3 damage, total 11.
Okay. Please turn your volumes of bot a little low. I just realized other game is done and we have the bot free.
Pog.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this arrows goes through him. It's almost like it flutters. It's back to its form. There's a little bit of goo attached to it, and it just the ectoplasm fizzles into air. And then suddenly you see these four birds come around, and they start to peck, tick, 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 like a woodpecker, try to find his metaphorical eye, and the beak just goes through it. It's almost like flip, like something is trying to cover it, and it's just trying to attack in the air. It goes just through it. It takes a little bit of damage. Again, little less than you expected. At the same time,
Does it move? It moved, right?
it fluttered and it moved, but it stayed in its position. So it's not like it left its position. It's just moving in its like imagine if you are moving your hand in the air. So I don't think that would be considered moving from
It's 5
combat.
feet. It has to
Yeah,
move 5 feet.
yeah. It doesn't move. It just flutters around its position. Yeah. Elvin, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Claw McFangerson, are you going yourself, walling this person into the wall of acid?
Yeah. I'll use my hand and just dunk it into the acid, and at the same time hoping that it stays in the acid for a second, and I'll bash it with my great axe as well.
Go ahead. It's
DM,
gonna be a little yeah.
I think Adina's role did not come in the initiative order.
Yeah,
No,
I
it
think
I
does.
have.
it's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not there. I think
Yeah, it's not
Adina
there.
rolled a 12. Yeah.
I can see 12.
Yeah, but it's
Man.
not in the initiative order.
Okay.
You probably skipped him.
No. It's 12,
No,
right?
not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So it's
12,
12
but
more
it's
than
not there in the order, I'm saying. At least
Okay.
I can't see it.
Is it fine now? Because I see it correctly now.
I mean, as long as you can see it.
Oh, okay.
I see 21, 20, 18, and 12. That's
Yeah,
Elwyn, Claw, Delacroix, and Adina.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What about Renki's 23?
Yeah, that's below Adina.
Okay, fair.
23 and
enough. I
22
don't see
because
the
10,
12 either, but as long as you see it, good enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't appear for you guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Renki, for heads up. I'll drop the photo. I see it. Alright, Claw, are you doing that?
Yeah, I'll push
It's gonna
it
be a
into
little
the.
tricky. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
little tricky for you because you feel like it's gonna be very hard for you to also not take damage with it. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
gonna?
fine.
risk a little bit.
Yeah, obviously.
Great. So make a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
You're beating a 13. Is that it, Renki?
Yeah, it's a saving throw, right?
It's a saving throw, yeah.
Dexterity.
Yeah,
Dexterity.
okay, I have advantage.
My spell save. 1 second.
So
It's 13.
13 there.
13, yeah.
एक बार check कर लो दोबारा.
Yeah, it's 13.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Okay. I see an 8.
Save.
I have advantage
That's a
Alright.
save.
against effects that I can see while not
16.
blind, deafened, or incapacitated.
You take 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. You take 2 points of damage.
Yeah,
It's like something stings you, but it doesn't feel like the sting which you felt earlier, which was much intense, much worse.
yeah, and now I'll reckless attack it
Go ahead with your hand axe.
with my great axe.
How are you going to use your great axe? With 2 hands?
No, a single hand.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky with 2 hands, yeah.
21.
Wait, you can use the great axe with one hand? How?
No. It's a 200 thing?
It's a two-handed weapon. You can't use. Can you use it with one hand?
I think so. That's why I asked 2-handed question.
Ah.
Can your raise gives you the option of doing it with 2 hands? Or is it some different axe?
It's just a great axe. I don't know.
Your voice is weird.
Yeah, I think so. Great axe is that's right. That's why I said that you're using both of your hands. Thanks for catching too, Elwyn. But yeah, 2 hands is gonna be tricky.
I'll use my hand axe then. It's the same modifier. So.
Something's wrong with your mic, bro.
Yeah, एक बारी disconnect करके आना, bro. For the last 15 seconds.
No, it's not clear, dude.
Okay.
A little better. Little bit. Hello. Can't hear you, no, Raze. Can't hear you. Can't make out your words. Is this just for me or everyone else too?
Everyone.
Yeah. Even we can't hear him clearly.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Much
yeah.
better. Huh.
Yeah, I just said then I'll use my hand axe. It's the same modifier.
Good job. I suppose roll again then.
Okay. It's still a +5, by the way. So,
Perfect. 12 hits too. Oh, 21 hits too. Yeah. Oh wait.
he said
That's
I
an
have to. Yeah, that's an 18.
Yeah, that's an 18. Sorry, 21 will be text.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, make damage roll. It hits.
6.
All right.
That's-
So
yeah,
as you
six
do
damage.
it, as you try to cleave it in the acid pool, try to make sure his claws are kind of badged up that it stays in the pool of acid right in front of you. It's almost like it's trying to wiggle out. It's almost like these jiggly claws are wrapping around yourself. It doesn't hurt when it just stings a little bit. And as it does that, you just smash it right on his head. It's almost like a water balloon has been blasted and it just sprinkles some liquid energy out of it. And it's almost like steam, like you are sitting in spa and steam is thrown at you. So around the bashed head of it, there's some steam going on around. And again, it 1 or 2 seconds, it just fizzle out into atmosphere like it did not exist. It take not as much as damage as we expected it to do. Is that your turn?
Yep.
It. Who's next in the line? Delacroix, are you gonna roast him to death?
Yeah, it's going to be a vicious mockery. Hang
What
on.
do you say to this?
I mean, there's this time I don't have any really clever lines. He's still a
What-
bat, right?
Yeah, he's this almost like no texture piece of energy ectoplasm floating in the air.
I
You can
mean,
pass your
this is just too apt, dude. Like, I mean, it's kind of why I'm not going to go with a
What do
clever
you go for?
Mishmakari. It's like this is the perfect time to get mobbed. It just fits.
Okay, with a
Why,
plus.
dude?
I rolled a natural 20. It should not have been a GM roll. I'll show you. It's a plus 0, so it's gonna stay at 20, but nice. That's a natural 20. What happens if you roll? Do you take half damage or no damage?
What happens if
vicious
you
mob.
roll a? Hang on. Yeah, let me
I
just.
think it is. Yeah,
I think you take half
it.
damage, technically.
Yeah.
You must succeed on a wisdom or take when you and have disadvantage.
No damage. No
Doesn't
damage.
say anything
It's a
about-
cantrip.
You don't take any
Cantrips,
damage.
cantrips
It
don't do
doesn't-
damage if it succeeds.
It doesn't say anything about taking half damage. So yeah, you tell him, and it's
Okay.
like he doesn't have a brain. It doesn't seem to take notice of you. Large beasts, dragons, orcs have taken notice of your words. Books, beasts, and whatnot have taken damage, and especially this senseless being could take it too. Well, not really. He doesn't have a proper brain, or as what you interpret it, it doesn't seem to be phased out. You're seeing a trend over here. Most of the attacks that you've been doing it, be it acidic, be it physical, they don't seem to do a lot of words. And you expected Delacroix to come in and turn the tide, but it seems like even his words seems to not phase him at all. It's weird. Even though it feels like he's taking beatings, doesn't feel like because there is no indication of beating or whatnot. There is no blood. There is nothing else. And when you hit him, the water balloon of his head blasted. The energy just fizzled out in the air, reforming back. Adina, what's up, bro?
Hello.
Hello. This bat seems to almost now trying to escape from the pool. It's almost trying to wiggle its ray, like turn itself like a coil, like a snake turning itself and trying to run back. And right now, one of its appendages is trying to attach itself to the elbow of Claw McFangerson. What do you do?
I'm a stab it with a scythe.
Hey.
The only thing that I can do, which I will cast this spell, just branding spite, just to do stuff, and then go yeet. I'm gonna.
Okay, go ahead, do your transformation, your Shazam bit.
Whoa.
I'm sorry,
Whoa,
Claw.
whoa.
You might not
what?
have a claw or two anymore after this.
Okay, so it just takes damage? Oh, right, it says 10 feet, it should be 10, 15 should be there. Okay. Raze, it's gonna be trouble. Make a dexterity saving throw. You have to beat 15.
Oh,
If you don't
okay.
beat, yeah, I feel like you might be, you might.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You
I
have
can roll
advantage.
twice.
Yeah.
16
Yeah, 16 is enough.
and the
You,
16. Yeah.
you just snap back, and that's a what? Why did you roll 2d6, bro?
That's what the branded spite does.
Okay, so
My,
is the damage 16 or 10 now total?
it's 16 total.
6 from the scythe and 6 plus 4 from the spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hefty point of damage. It seems like as you put your scythe through it, again, it just seems to phase out, almost like the scythe goes through it like butter. But as it goes right halfway through it, through its midsection, and this light seems to brandish this weapon. This searing yellow light appears to it, and it's trying to fizzle away. It's trying to wrap around the corner of the hand of the guy just to get away from this light. It's almost like it's burning him, and it's trying to hide, almost like this light is fucking up much more than it fucked up through your weapons. And yeah, it takes a good point of damage. The fluttering and the fizzling seems to be very erratic, and it seems to hide behind the hands of Claw McFangerson. That's a good turn. Do you want to do something else?
I can't do anything else.
That was very well attack. On your turn, McFangerson, it's gonna twist around you and it's gonna do two things. First, you feel like it's trying to grasp you a little, and why does it keeps asking me for rolls? I just oh, fuck man. Okay, just do it when I click it. Okay, give me a second, bro.
Yeah, it's doing that submit thing, na?
Okay, 18 plus. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 And
Should
even
just
I get
do.
thrown off by that.
Yeah. Every time the extension updates, it just reverts back to a default setting. I don't know why it happens, man. After every session, it feels like setting goes back to default. Yeah, that's an 18 plus something, man. So yeah, it just twist around your hand. I'll do the damage. It's okay. That's 3 plus what's its strength? Okay. Okay. Okay, so it does 3 points of damage and it has -4 strength. So funny enough, it tries to coil around you and try to dig its teeth. But yeah, it doesn't have proper teeth and it's trying to emulate how beasts of world emulate, and it's not able to do it. The teeth just sunk into you. It stings a little but nothing else, and frustrated, not able to do anything, not able to actually take a part, is gonna do its thing again. On an action, he's gonna use his ability, and yeah, let's see, it's gonna do its ability again. This time it's not phased by your attempt of trying to pull it out, so it's gonna do it, and yeah, that's gonna be dude again. It really throws you off. Does the 14 hit you? The claw?
Nope, nope.
Great, again fail. It again, there is this energy right around your knees. It's almost like your soul is seeping out. It's your hand becomes so heavy, it's like numb, but you're able to pull back, and this guy is
Yeah.
not able to.
Yeah. As it's doing, Claw just flexes his muscles.
Yeah. Yeah. JoJo's, Pillarman. Let's play
Yeah.
Pillarman theme.
Mm.
Yeah. Top of the round, Renki. This book doesn't seems to do anything and doesn't seems to take much as well. It feels like a stalemate. What kind of chess move do you do to break the stalemate?
Okay, it seems like everybody is hell-bent in cutting Raze's arm off, so I shall follow through by doing the same.
Let's go. What do you do?
I hope Claw is strong enough to handle the piercing. I use an hand axe on it.
Great.
Where is my hand axe? Where it is. Submit. Absolute miss. Does it miss?
As you come near him, it's skirmish. It's trying to move towards the elbow, towards the other side of you. It's almost like it's trying to hide after the brandish smite. And as you try to pull out and try to attack his elbow, just make sure it cuts through him and not to him. It just swivels back, and it goes from elbow to back to wrist where it was, and it's trying to grasp your wrist right now. Your attack doesn't seem to hit it. It just moves to the wrist area. Anything else?
Can I observe what these other two characters are doing
Okay.
really quickly
You turn
in all of
around
this
and
chaos?
the guy, Weaken, is kind of, aghast, looking at what the fuck is going on. The woman, she doesn't have a that kind of reaction. It's more like poker face and introspectively watching what the fuck is going on here. But she doesn't seems to be phased out. Maybe an introspective look, maybe, but yeah, she doesn't seems to be phased out.
It's not
But the
really
guy
clear.
next to him is fucking aghast.
Okay. And I'm assuming I cannot roll an insight right now since I've already done the action.
Not out. It's gonna take a while. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
done.
But I've explained you her demeanor. You know, she doesn't seems to be phased out, and I
But
don't
I
think.
want to confirm sort of what it means, but okay, cool. Yeah, makes sense. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Whenever you are done with your turn, just say I'm done. Okay. So I don't need to ask.
Sarah, done.
All right. Okay. Thorin, let's go, bro.
Um,
You see in front of you this ectoplasmic figure, bat figure, snake figure, and right now turns towards the wrist, and it feels like it's trying to gel itself into the ink that it had created. So it's going back towards the wrist and trying to, maybe camouflage itself into the ring or just go and, submerge itself into the ink of the hand. It's getting a little trickier for you to know what's happening. What are you doing?
can I reflavor a shove to me wrenching it off Claw's hand and throwing it 5 feet?
You may certainly try.
So a shove is a basic attack, right? With my
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
DC.
yeah.
So I'm
But
gonna do it with
I'm gonna have you roll attack strength roll against his strength roll because it's grasping itself. But it's gonna
okay.
be easy for you. Yeah, it's
So I do a strength check. What do you want me to do?
just roll a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, not a save, a check. Yeah, I'm gonna do it for him. It's gonna be -4, so no biggie. Yeah, I rolled a 3. He's got a -1.
Thank God.
Oh,
Pathetic.
yeah, that's yeah 10. Yeah, you're able to. It just squiggles around and it just goes about 5 feet in the air. It stays up in the air. It's almost like after one point it just stops. It just hovers. It levitates in the air, and its body around it start to go up and down clockwise, inside open. It turns and it's like a Rubik's cube solving itself. It changes shapes, and around it you feel as you throw it, you feel a whirring voice. It's like almost a mechanical voice, but it's also something more. It's unlike anything you've heard. It's not bestial. It's something alien. It's weird. Is that it?
Yeah, and that booming blade damage is not applicable because it was till the start of my turn. I just pushed him 5 feet away. I disengaged him
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's gonna take the acidic damage that was on its turn. So on its turn, it's gonna take the acidic damage still. Anything else?
Oh, that's my turn. That's all the actions are.
Yeah,
Fresh out.
for the flavor aspect, let's just say he takes the acid right now because as you throw him away, it goes through the stream once again. Yeah, he takes 5 points of damage. Oh, this sucker seems to be, as he does his voice, it starts to it's almost like you're boiling someone, and you remember after 1 hour, oh shit, I had boiled someone. You remove the plate, and all of this huge bubble of boiling water steam comes towards you, and 1 second it just dissipates. So this thing just dissipates in front of you. After a couple of seconds, you see it's trying to fight itself. It's trying to find a form again. It's trying to turn into a bat again, and it has a semi form. I would say it's like semi liquid, semi shape. It's weird. It's almost at its death claw. As you can see, it's trying to hold itself from having a form. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I said that.
Okay, yeah. Elwyn, this feels like he's almost on his death's end. This guy's seeming to change into Rubik's cube of form, change into bubble, change into the bad form. It's halfway there. It's this thing is a mess.
Hello. Sorry, I just got back. Did I miss anything?
It's your turn, bro. This
Yes.
guy seems to be on its death's door. It seems to change itself. It seems to be turning into Rubik's cube, like a clockwork, changing left and right, up and down,
Uh,
inwards and upwards. And as your friend hits him, pushes him, it goes through the acid, and it's like a bubble erupting, and its shapes just going, like steam in the air. But at the end of the moment, it's trying to form a shape. It's halfway there. It's like a bat bat's claw is forming, but it's not complete. Feels like it's on the death's door.
well, Elwyn doesn't care what shape it's forming. Elwyn is just going to do what she's best at. That is
Can
put another arrow through its head.
can before Elwyn like shoot an arrow, Claw just throw Elwyn one of his earthen pots, which has a little bit of booze, and just grunt because he is in a rage
Definitely.
and can't like speak a lot. But he like gives the notion that he wants Elwyn to not kill it, but like capture it or something.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to communicate that much through a grunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I just throw it and then look
yeah,
at that.
yeah. Elvin, go ahead, make an attack roll.
Okay, this is for the putting an arrow through it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he's throwing a pot to me.
No, he is. But please make an attack roll. You are doing your action too. All right, 19 clearly hits. So you see this shape forming, this thing forming a shape back, and you put an arrow through it. And as
Oh
you
my
do
god,
it,
chills. This
you
fucking
don't even
sound.
look at it.
Yeah.
You don't even look at it. You turns towards your friend who, from the periphery eyes, saw was throwing someone, and you just take the pot from your left hand and just squiggles, and the thing just like a bubble erupts. And this time it doesn't form anything. It just goes away. It's no more.
No more. Oh well.
It's no more. Yes.
Who cued the berserk music, dude?
Yeah, na?
Uh, Megaswap reminded me in the evening today that Berserk is starting. So I thought, since the other game is over,
Ah.
we have to use Berserk music today. So,
What do you mean berserk is starting?
तूने होली लैंड मांगा पढ़ी है?
नहीं नहीं
तो
मैंने
उसका
कुछ भी मांगा नहीं पड़ी berserk.
होली लैंड का जो मांगा का है ना, केंतारो मियारो has according
Okay,
to
yeah,
report,
I know he's taking over berserk.
yeah. So it's gonna continue.
Yo, Kunj, I kind of have to go. I have a meeting really early in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes I can do it.
Yeah, sure. Let's go, man. Let's go. So as you attack through his and you turn towards your flag long Fangerson, you take this squig from this earthen pot. The shape just changes into nothing. It's like invisible. It's gone. Probably some pieces of mist. And as you do it out of nowhere, a book just falls down into the ground. It's weird, and the book is broken. It's like it has exactly torn from being attacked 4 times by the hand axe. It's impaled by the arrows. It's exactly what you do with this thing. It's banked up. But there now lies a book free of ectoplasm. So what you fought right now was, if anyone wants to know, I'll say, yeah, I think you'll have information, man. Matalas and everyone is there, so it's easy for you to know.
Yeah,
They
but
tell
will
you,
anyone believe us?
yeah. It's no, I mean there were people there, so
Okay, they saw it, then chill.
they saw, yeah. The woman that Megaswap you were looking at, she gives a look at you and says, King Wadzim. Oh, I did not expect that. These aberrations, these shape changes. So that's something. And she gives a look at her partner and says, well, our job is done. We're supposed to find one of the books, right? And he gives them a look and they just puts a hand on you and say, well, thanks for completing our job. And they just start to walk outside.
Hold up.
You talking to me? Yeah, what's up?
What could you give us more details about what just transpired? What job?
It's nothing.
You had this book for a while. I think I heard you telling that to my friend over there. Did you pick up on anything before this?
Something like that. We got this news that some books are acting up. We brought some of those books, but we were not able to comprehend what's going on. But apparently, all we had to do was bash and attack it. Which is funny because my friend is exactly what he did. It did not move, it did not do anything. And here, right in front of my eyes, it turned into a bat. Whatever you did, I don't know. In 30 minutes? No, in 10 minutes. It seemed to awaken him. So let me ask you, what did you do exactly?
Through it, and there was
What
some
did we
names.
do? We didn't do anything.
Yeah, we just read the book, and there were some names inside. We said them out loud. I don't know. It started acting once I sensed us. I have no idea. You should give us more information. That's why I wanted to speak with you. And I did not get your name, madam.
Oh, you wouldn't leave my main, gentleman. But if you so want it, it's Yandere.
My God.
Y VYANDRA. But yeah,
Why?
she calls Yandere. Instead of VY, yeah, I'll write her name, but she calls herself Yandere.
And who are you going to report this to?
We will hire to do a little swoop by Candlekeep authorities. But I suppose you did the job for me. But I suppose I'm gonna go and get my reward. It's as easy as that.
No, I mean, it was
That's not
my
fair.
hand. It was my hand that took the whatever demon it was that took it out. I guess.
Elwyn's arrow.
That's right. I'm here.
And Renki's acid.
I'm here. I was here to find the end of this book or whatever fuck is going on in here. Well, you can always obviously go and take your own reward if you so want, but it doesn't have anything to do with me.
No, I insist we have to come along with you for this.
So you know a lot about this place, do you?
Me? Oh no, I'm just a new man in town.
All right. So you wouldn't know anything about silver adders or what have you, would you?
Silver Adders? Sounds like a posh name. Not my friend. No idea.
All right. Just wanted to see.
As you mentioned Silver Adders, Hadrian comes behind you, puts a hand on you and says, "Oh my. Aren't you a little obsessive? Already Silver Adders? Go ahead, have a drink. Relax yourself a little. Those scum aren't going anywhere."
I know, but the one that they have might. I'd rather save him sooner than later.
Well, you know where we have to go then, isn't it?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. You know who to talk to.
Right. I guess that's the only way forward.
So you're gonna go depart right now? Leave your little new friends? Oh, and I thought it's gonna be a new journey for you.
I know, but I've been faffing around for long enough. I have a promise to keep.
Alright, I'll shut up now. You guys have your talk.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at Baldur's Gate, eh?
So you're leaving, huh? this so easily.
Yeah, I mean, I've never stayed at a place for long enough. Never had friends for long enough. In solitary creature and whatnot.
Well, thanks for the booze.
Oh, you can have some more, and I like give another earthen pot full of it. Something to keep by until we next meet. Weren't you guys going to Baldur's Gate soon?
Yeah,
I
I
suppose
hope.
we will go where the road takes us.
I guess so. I guess I'll see you there as well. Well, I've
If
inquired about
it's
these
if it's that
matters.
urgent to you, then I I can't stop you. But I'll definitely
Mm,
miss you.
Oh, me too, friend. Me too. But some matters are a little urgent, a little more urgent than most things. I'm sure you understand. You must have something dear to you that you want restored, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm. Yes, we'll definitely meet. It's, I mean, uh, you only have to, you know, find me. I mean, I'm not a easy guy to miss. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
no jokes about that, but yeah, it's definitely hard to miss.
Hmm. Oh, here, if you if you ever come to Baldur's Gate, if there's a good enough tavern, you give this to the innkeeper, and I like give half of a like arm locket that Claw has, and if you ever need me while you're in Baldur's Gate, and if I'm there, I'll inquire about it every day.
You give him
Should you?
you give Renki what?
Uh,
Locket.
yeah. He has like a lion claw locket on his chest and one of like something made out of wood on his arm, and he like breaks half of it and gives it to the party.
Okay. I That's great. I'll keep this. Um,
Hmm. Yeah. You ever need my help? Talking to people and stuff. I'll do the talking.
all right. I do need help in talking, and more than talking, I need to learn how to be more assertive and take action. That's what I
I mean,
saw.
you've got Elwyn for that, and for booze you've got Thorin, right?
Uh, I would say that they are very keen observers, and
Hmm.
they do take action, but not as forward as you. That's what I'm going to miss the most.
Ah, all right. I guess I should leave before all of you start crying and whatnot. See yous.
Uh, yeah, I'm not going to cry anytime
Very well.
soon. But yeah.
Very well. Claws
Spoilers,
look
Renki
very
is going to
good.
cry a lot.
Yeah,
The face,
Claw
the
just
face spirit,
normally walks out.
as you walk out, the face spirit comes near you, not trying any shenanigans, and he says, "I heard you were alone, going into the town alone. Should you do that?
Boy, what's
Must you
gonna
do
happen?
that?
Yeah.
Well, you won't see me go through my home. You won't be there.
Mm, all right. So,
You won't see me off."
no, I guess not. That's one of the perks of going alone, I guess.
My God.
Oh, bruh. As you say goodbye, the guy is
Leaving
trying to
this guy forever
close
alone
enough.
till the end.
Yeah.
Epic.
I mean, you're not gonna come with me, obviously. So, this is
Why
this
is
is
that obvious? What if I give you my wand, my magical wand, and he brings out his fifth wand and he places it in front of you. I haven't used it. This might work for you.
Hmm. All right. I'll keep it, or I'll break it. Who knows? And I like take it and keep it in one of my pouches. All right.
Great. You have a black colored wand with gold and red colored rubies encrusted into it. The rubies itself doesn't seem to be very high quality. Looks like could be artificial, but looks pretty, you know, exquisite. Like, you know, probably royalty or something like that. Very exquisite. Detail is nice, but you aren't certain about if the gems are real or not. But wand looks nice.
Hmm. Okay. I don't care. I just took it so that I don't have to talk to it for too long.
Great. All right. Yes, that's a very offbeat ending where we leave this. But man, yeah, nice having you, man. Hope
Yeah.
when you get free a little, we can
Yeah.
continue and we
Yeah.
can
Thanks.
all get into the phase of, you know, saving time, which is mostly of my issue from my end, trying to
Hmm.
gather six stories and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. Hopefully, we meet you in Baldur's Gate in a month or
Yeah.
two. You can join
Hopefully.
us
Yeah.
for one or two sessions there.
Hmm. Yeah. So okay. Good night. Bye bye.
All,
All
all right,
right.
man.
Bye.
Bye bye. Good night,
All
guys.
good. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. All right. Bye bye.